Actually, as I keep on interacting with people from around the world, the purpose is to understand the English language, accent, pronunciation, understand how people are speaking and learning English in different countries, because English is international language. So making sure that whenever we do have opportunity to talk to people from around the world, we are going to learn something and then understanding how the students are learning language. So without taking much time, let's get started.
Mhm.
First of all, I want dear participant you to introduce yourself. Please go now.
Okay, well, my name is Gozal. I'm from Uzbekistan. Mainly, my hometown is located in one of the ancient cities, which is Samarkand. My father's name is Mr. Shirzad. He works as a deputy director at school. The school's number is 29. And my mother's name is Miss Gulzara, and she is a housewife. So nowadays I am preparing for the IELTS exam. So I am an IELTS student. So I am also studying math simultaneously in order to get accepted for full scholarship to study a business management at the University of Westminster, which is located in the heart of capital city, which is Tashkent. Yeah.
Okay, appreciate you. So now, how is your IELTS speaking preparation going on? What are you studying? What is being studied by you? And then how confident are you to get highest score in your IELTS speaking test?
Okay, so in order to improve my speaking skill, I took several courses, especially two courses, I think. And my teacher's name is Mr. Mustafa, who is a band 9 holder on speaking. And so he taught us like using efficient and productive methods, skills in order to level up our scores on speaking. You know what? Not only did I take several useful techniques for improving my speaking, but I also improved my confidence. So, as you can say, I'm a confident speaker as a consequence of doing hard working while preparing. And speaking criteria consist of four just criteria, just pronunciation and also grammar, vocabulary, and also yeah, these are. So we took seriously all of these sections, and I think we did it successfully. Yeah.
Okay, so what are the main things to be kept in our mind before we go for IELTS speaking preparation? And then what are the main things there to be studied and then you done learned and understood when someone is preparing for IELTS speaking test? What's your experience? What do you want to say?
You are saying just what experience should what I mean do I want in the future? Yeah.
No, the question is that
Can you
now
explain your question?
listen the question. Question is that what are the main things to be studied, maybe to learn in order to prepare for IELTS speaking test? What are the four things, five things, anything like informations that a person should have in his mind before he gets prepared for IELTS speaking test? Second question is that what are the main things that the person who is preparing for IELTS speaking test he must be learning all those things? Two questions I'm asking here. The preparation, some things
Mm-hmm.
to be learned, be aware of the preparation of IELTS speaking test, and while someone is maybe pursuing the course IELTS speaking test, what are the main achievements to be done during the IELTS speaking course?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So in order to get high scores for a speaking test, we have to be surrounded by English atmosphere. If you don't have any English atmosphere, we have to create it, such as gathering together with people, especially students who can speak confidently in English language. this was, I think this is a practical way because I did it during my speech. I used to gather together with a couple of friends of mine, especially we discovered and discussed the main topics in English. So I think this really helped us to increase our fluency and also confidence while speaking. And except from that, we have to use all vocabularies and also grammatical structures actively while speaking. Many students learned grammar structures and vocabularies, even advanced vocabularies during the preparation, but they only memorize the vocabularies. They don't use them actively while speaking, and they just do them in their minds, not speaking. So I think this is the way of preparing for speaking test. So we can express your ideas, thoughts in English language if you don't use them actively. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, now the question is that why can't they speak? As you said that maybe yes, they have a lot of vocabularies in their mind, but when it comes in speaking out all those vocabularies, so they don't speak it. Now the question is why do they not speak or why don't they speak?
Okay, I think this is one of the topical issues in students' preparation. So one factor seems to me that, as I mentioned before, they memorize all the vocabularies passively rather than actively, and they don't learn how to use them in correct context. So here is AI, such as artificial intelligence, such as ChatGPT, which helps us to use in which contexts words are available. I think we have to use it. Then we can learn the just meaning, the full meaning of this word. So also many teachers recommend their students to memorize, and also use effectively the collocations, English phrases, expressions in order to add some beauty to their speech, I think. And also, I use this technique. My teacher taught us a lot of expressions, collocations, especially topic-based vocabularies, and we use it to record our voice while using them actively in our sentences. I think this may play important role to when it comes to speaking, I think.
Okay, all right. So as you mentioned that that's okay, but the question as I asked you, this was what are the preparation, like maybe how the person can be aware of what are the areas a learner should be aware of before he starts preparing for IELTS speaking test. So I think there could be some information something like that. He must be aware of some basic grammar and then English and some curiosities, having zeal to learn. Few preparations must be there. I think he should be determined that yes, absolutely, he is willing to do it. And the second question is answered very perfectly for you. Now, the reason is that people do have lot of vocabularies. They learn, they memorize also. But when it comes in speaking, they can't. They fail. So why do they fail? The problem is that they are not habitual to speak it out. Language only can be, you know, spoken out by practicing. I can have a lot of vocabularies in my mind, but if I don't know their uses, even if I know their uses also, but if I'm not a habitual to speak all those vocabularies in the right time, in right way, with the right person, for the right communication purpose. So until unless I don't make the habit of using the vocabularies, whatever I'm learning, so learning all those vocabularies might not be beneficial for me. So learning vocabulary is good thing, But second thing is that putting them into our own practice. Putting them into our own practice means becoming habitual to speak, having habit of speaking all those vocabularies. They should be automatically keep on flowing from our mind whenever we are talking to someone. We should not think that, okay, where is that vocabulary, what is that vocabulary, where to use, should I use it here or not.
Yeah,
That should not be happening, the
definitely. Yeah.
confusion. So
Yeah,
that only
yeah,
can
yeah.
be accomplished by speaking practice. If we have enough speaking practice, trying to make sure that yes, we want to always increase the level of our speaking language, and then making sure that yes, I want to use all those vocabularies. I think they are more appropriate and more meaningful in my communication and in my conversation. My conversation can be, you know, more appropriate, and then it can be standard enough. People may love it by just listening my vocabulary as well, because I'm very much confident to use all those right vocabularies in the right time with the right person for the right situation. So practice is lacking. So what happens that, so what should we not be doing? We should not be learning a lot of vocabularies and memorizing them until unless we don't learn and become habitual of putting any vocabularies in our practice, in our daily habit. Things may not work for us in appropriate manner. Right? Got it? Maybe
Yeah,
for example,
yeah,
I
right.
learnt a phrasal verb, maybe a piece of cake. You know, piece of cake means it's very easy. Okay, so now I have to make the habit of doing it. You are asking me, "Hi, teacher, how are you?" I'm saying, "I'm fine." The next question you are asking, "I know you have got a new car. Do you know how to drive the car in the traffic block?" Then I will say to you, "Yes, I learned. Now it's for me a piece of cake." Oh, I made the habit of using that word. If I just learn it, don't use, then that's not useful,
Yeah,
right? What do you want
yeah,
to say
yeah.
about it?
You sound forget. Yeah.
What's your opinion
Um,
about it? What do
sorry,
you
what
want
should
to say? What is your opinion about it? What do you want to say? What I
Oh
explained,
yeah,
yeah.
I
How
mean,
much do you agree?
I
Yeah.
yeah, I 100% agree with your idea, with your answer. Yeah, that's right. If you if we don't practice the vocabularies that we learned, and we soon forget them, and then we will gain extra stress, depression. So, oh my God. So, what vocabulary should I use? Why I forgot? This is the main question from students because they do not use them actively while practicing. We have to practice, practice, practice. And one of my teachers used it to say like this: practice makes you perfect. Yeah, that's right. If you practice more, and probably we reduce any common mistakes, and also we increase the level of confidence towards ourselves. Yeah. So
Absolutely. Good. And next question is for you, dear learner. Would you like to tell me something about your country? How is the education in your country? For example, if I ask you, can you describe me the education status in your country? If someone wants to come from another country to study in your country, how is the education, the level of education, facilities, the teachers,
mhm.
universities, infrastructures? So would you like to give me some information according to your expectation, maybe based on your knowledge? You may not have exact idea what is happening in your country, maybe based on your experience, something you know. So just you, would you like to tell something about it? It can help me to understand what is happening in your country in the basis of education, how the things are going on there. Please go now.
Okay. So in my country, education, the quality of education is increasing day by day since government is taking several initiatives in terms of improving education systems by hiring a lot of professional teachers and tutors at school. So, in my country, schools, there are high schools and they include 11 years of study. After graduating 11th grade, especially just students, may choose universities based on their specialities, such as just architecture, designing, art, or business. So there are a lot of universities they can choose, but 11 years of study is compulsory in my country. And to choose bachelor's degree, to choose continuing, bachelor's degree is like optional. It's not compulsory for students. And also, I choose to continue my bachelor's degree next year in order to be a professional worker in my job. And so, as you can see, there are schools in my country, and they include a lot of professional teachers who have also several international and national certificates, such as like IELTS, SEFR, SAT, DRE, so on and so forth. This means students are gaining useful and factual insights from teachers. Um, so yeah, I think.
Yeah, no problem. You can keep on saying this, no problem. I didn't say you to stop. Okay, I appreciate you. And is there
Mhm.
difference between government schools and some private schools? Is there any difference in the education system?
Yes, yes, of course. So as you can see, there are also, I have to mention, there are both private schools and government schools. So private schools are a little bit expensive for the people who are in the middle class. But the people are choosing this in order to improve the quality of their students' education. The main difference is in government schools, it's compulsory to study school subjects such as art and also, how can I say, physics, the several subjects that don't relate it to your future career. And mind you, in private schools, it's optional that only just teachers only teach you and show the right direction for the subjects which are necessary to your future career. I'm saying if you want to become a doctor, you you are only taught by teachers, chemistry, biology. I think these are so here is the main difference. So many students are choosing this education system while studying in the private schools, even though they are expensive and lavish costs.
Yes, appreciate you. Yeah, so dear viewers, try to learn and understand from this girl, and then as I can see that she's only 17, but then she's having some of the information accurately. How is she explaining information related to private schools, and then talking about the middle family people, those who cannot afford in the private schools and all? I want to appreciate her explanation about it. And okay, now the next question goes for you. Okay, as I heard that I keep on talking some of the people in your country, as I have got some English teachers also, my friends. So they say me that
Mhm.
nowadays the government is also taking a lot of initiatives to teach English language, and some of the people, the teachers are coming from foreign countries. Native English speakers are coming in
Yeah,
government schools as well to give the training to teachers how English language can be taught. And your government is also spending a lot of money to teach English language in Uzbekistan, in public schools also, not in the private schools, the
yeah,
public schools also, because I keep on talking to teachers, and some of the teachers, they are my friends, so they told me that our government is taking a lot of initiatives and making sure that this country Uzbekistan, the people, maximum people learn English here as soon as it is possible. How far it is true as per your information is concerned about it?
So yeah, it's partially right, but this isn't privilege for all schools in Uzbekistan. This theory, this principle is working only schools which are located in the like in the center of cities, such as capital city and the many just central cities. Mind you, the schools which are located in the at the edge of the country, such as in the villages or countrysides, they don't include this opportunity. So this was a special plan which was from our president, and so this is happening day by day, and especially in the middle schools. I mean, the schools which are located in central places. Um, so yeah, as you can see, that several English speakers are making a visit to our country in order to teach many students by so government has diverted huge investments for hiring those professional and expert teachers globally. And of course, it takes a lot of price and it costs a lot, but it's contributing to increase our education system. I think it was the right choice, and it's been applying as period passes. Not soon. I hope in our villages this principle may work one day, but not now. It's been testing in several regions. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And now, next, can you tell me about the moral status of your country? I have no much idea. When I talk about moral status, means like the people living in Uzbekistan, how the people are, in discipline. When I talk about in discipline, the moral discipline, it means like in the public place, how many people smoke and drink and sometimes have some stealing, then fightings. How is the moral status of people in your country? How peaceful it is, and how safe it is for women, for girls, for kids, and for children? So, would you like to give me some information about it?
Yes, in my countries, teachers are like not only do teachers teach their students by giving information about scientific
No,
subjects,
no, no, no.
but they
You didn't
also
understand the
provide.
question actually.
Uh,
The question is that I'm talking about the moral status of your country. Moral status of your country means
mhm.
the people living in Uzbekistan. So, how is their moral life? Moral life means I'm talking about how are they good in discipline, maintaining the discipline in the country.
Yeah, yeah.
For example, in the public place, are people smoking openly, drinking alcohol, fighting,
Uh,
stealing, and how safe it is for girls, maybe who are traveling at night, and maybe for the children. So something
mm,
like that. Maybe I just want to get some information about your country. Whatever knowledge you have, that's it. Because some of the countries, it's very, a lot of corruption is there. Maybe the moral status is very low. The people are they drunk, they are drinker. Okay, so they drink a lot of alcohol. They shout in the marketplaces. They make a lot of problems, and somewhere there is a stealing taking place. People steal the items of someone's, they snatch something, and then sometime somewhere the murder will take place even in the in public place itself. So when I talk about the moral status of your country, how peaceful it is, and is it safe for the girls and women
yeah.
to travel at night, something like that. I just want to get some information about your country.
Okay. According to statistics, my country, which is Uzbekistan, stands in the second rank when it comes to just independence. I mean, safety, the rules of safety rules, and so of course you can see many crime commitments among youngsters who may drink alcohol or smoke any cigarettes. But mind you, they are strictly regulated by government by punishing them, and sometimes they may send to the jails if they do serious crime commitments. I think this is the right way. Then they will be strictly controlled by these harmful habits, as I mentioned before. Not only government concentrates on the behavior and moral instructions of children, but their parents are strongly responsible for their lives. Firstly, parents don't let their children to go out, especially during overnight. And here is the principle which is working very well. Especially in cities, it's strictly prohibited for children to walk independently, especially at around 2, 1 a.m. This is the very late night, and militaries can come to help them to regularize. They also ask several questions. Why are you walking here? What is the purpose that you are walking in the streets on this time? I think this is the main solution, which is reducing any commitments among youngsters. And also, yes, many places are very safe for girls because in Uzbekistan, according to like Uzbeki culture, girls are most of the girls are intelligent. They don't go out after maybe 8, maybe 9 p.m. They are strongly controlled by their parents. So this is the main reason why they are safe. Yeah.
Very good. I am very happy to talk to you. You are only 17, but then you have a good knowledge and systematic way to explain the things. So, yeah, my question was that I was talking about
Thank
the
you.
public place actually. In my place where I live in India,
Public health.
in my place, so it's strictly prohibited. Nobody can smoke, nobody can drink in public places. If anyone is
Mm,
found, so he will
mhm.
get a lot of punishment and he will be sent to jail, as you mentioned that. So in my
Mhm, yes.
place it's totally prohibited. That means nobody can smoke and nobody can drink and
Oh,
nobody can
great.
shout and make a lot of howly there in the marketplaces. So it's
Mm,
strictly prohibited even
great.
in the night also.
Mhm,
At daytime nobody is dare to do it,
mhm.
but even night also the police they make sure that it's not happening. How about your country? I'm talking about my place, not country,
Yeah.
because our country is very big. A lot of things
Okay,
keep on
okay.
happening there, but I'm talking about my, my city, my place. It's peaceful.
Uh, mhm. So in my country, here you can see a lot of signs, which is written that it's prohibited to smoke. But even though the signs on the walls or even on the some just blocks, you can see there some people who are especially older people smoke and also drink alcohol in the streets. Yeah, you may see, but whenever military just sees this condition, they address this problem by providing a lot of methods. But people don't complain about these habits because in Uzbeki culture, Uzbek people are so friendly. They don't like to harm uh, to other people by complaining, by making a lot of complaints. But only militaries are responsible this condition, and so because of the kind-hearted and compassionate people, so you can see some people who are doing these just activities such as smoking, drinking alcohol, and not all people, but you can see some people who are strongly responsible. As soon as they see this condition, they complain to militaries by explaining this condition, and they then address this condition. Yeah, I think.
Okay, it's clear now. So let's talk something about your future goals. What do you want to become in future,
Mhm.
and then what are your future goals?
Okay. So in the future, I want to be a successful businesswoman. I want to establish my own individual business career. And so nowadays, I am taking all of my goals seriously by studying tirelessly, such as I am devoting myself for several scientific subjects, such as math and also English language. And I came to this decision for around 2 years ago, and this is my serious decision. And I hope I will be a successful businesswoman in the future. Yeah.
Now, the question is, why did you choose to become a successful
Okay.
businesswoman? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have to reason. I mean, say the reasons. Yeah. Okay. So there are several sound reasons. Firstly, so I not only do I want to earn some money on my career, but I also want to provide the just this necessary serve service in my country, providing them a very just how can I say practical and just um, the most necessary manufacturing products. But I want to make any changes in education by making several intelligent students. So, and also, I have a lot of relatives, especially extended family members, who are really successful. Of course, they faced many difficulties in their career, and but they are contributing the development of our country by manufacturing a lot of products, um, such as clothes. They are clothes manufacturers, and people are happy by gaining just so necessary and comfortable products in cheap prices, and they are so quality. Um, I think so.
Okay, so how about the other girls in the same age? What about their thinking according to you? What do you think that how many of girls would like to become a successful woman, a business woman in future? What about their thinking?
Um, okay, so there are several classmates of mine who are girls, and their dreams, their ambitions vary from people to people. And so none of them want to become a businesswoman like me. I am the first, I think, the only girl who wants to be a businesswoman in the future. And their careers related to different fields such as architecture, designing, art, computer programming, and so on and so forth. And whenever I just share it with my dreams with them, I mean, I just told them, "Oh, I want to become a businesswoman." They reacted so very well. They accepted this idea very well, because you can see the any woman in my place, in my hometown, who are businesswomen. So I will be the first successful businesswoman in my hometown. I think there are a lot of businessmen, but no one is businesswoman. But I chose it, and I will do it. Yeah, in the future.
Absolutely happy to hear that, and then it's not that much easy, also, as I know. Now, what is the advantages of becoming a successful businesswoman in your life?
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so, like, firstly, I don't want to be dependent on government. I want to have my own business, and also I just want to have collaboration system by hiring a lot of coworkers. and I want to manage this business not for working for someone. I want to make it only myself, and all initiatives will be only myself. Of course, it's not easy. It's a huge responsibility, but I do it because Uzbeki women are brave and also intelligent, and I will do it. Yeah. Um, yeah, during my bachelor's degree, and also I'm planning to acquire new friends from different cultural backgrounds, different ages, and I hope that I will choose some of them in order to flourish my business. I mean, in order to create a great collaboration system. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I appreciate you. Now, who can take this kind of decision? This is going to be little bit difficult questions for you to be understood. The question is, who can take like this decision as you have taken? What kind of people can they be?
Okay, I understand. I mean, you're saying what kind of people will become a part of your collaboration system, yeah?
No, no, no,
You're saying.
no.
Am I
I
right?
no, no. I mean to say that who can take decision like you to become a successful businesswoman, and what kind of people are they?
Um, I think this decision was made only by myself
No, understanding the
because
question.
I.
No, 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 no. The question is little difficult for you to be understood. Who can take who can take this kind of decisions to become a successful businesswoman? It means that what kind of people can take this kind of decisions as you have taken? What should be their qualities in order to take this kind of decision? You need to describe the people who can take decisions like you.
Mhm. Um, okay, I think just hardworking and also intelligent people can take these decisions. I mean, everybody knows managing a whole system is not easy for all people. Doesn't really matter their ages, and they have to be brave, and they have to endure any difficulties and challenges while they are working, and they have to have managing skills. I mean, leadership skills. I think in order to manage the whole system and collaboration system. Yeah. Um. So yeah, I think also I came to decision because I just there are a lot of service. For example, products manufacturing. Not all of them are just quality that you may not satisfy the quality of many products. So I want to manufacture many products which are cheap and handleable. I mean, I want to I want to see the happiness on the faces of people who are just applying the qualities of my products. Yeah,
Absolutely.
and also
Yeah, yeah, go on.
also I have to say, yeah. We also import many products and many products which aren't exist, which don't exist in our country. So I don't want just uh, of course we export also many countries. I don't want to bring these products from another countries. I want to manufacture in our country without any extra expenses. I mean, if you if one country brings something from another country, it takes a lot of money, especially for the way for transportation. If you do it in your country, it will be faster and cheaper. Yeah, I want to this. Like I want to provide many products for people in cheaper prices. and they are usable. They will be also usable. Yeah.
Okay, so actually the answer you have given satisfactory. The only hard-working people, the people those who have zeal to work hard. There are some people, those who don't want to begin their business. The problem is that they only think that to get the government job. That's it. Lazy people cannot handle business. If you want to become a successful
Yeah.
business woman, so you shouldn't be lazy. If you are lazy, if you just want to take rest, then you will say, okay, oh god, somehow I should get my job. I should be getting around maybe 1000 US dollars. That's enough for me. I will eat and sleep. So having this kind of mentality, the people, they cannot manage their business. All right, that means lazy people don't have the vision like you to become a businesswoman. To become a businesswoman, we should
Yeah.
have the vision, passion, zeal to work hard. Having the vision, proper vision means what I want to be when I reach in 25. By the time I reach in the age of 25, I want to achieve. And for that, how am I preparing for myself? What kind of preparation am I doing in order to gaining knowledge, experience, handling things? And then if you are very lazy means like eating and sleeping and that's it, hello, hi, and wasting time, cannot become a successful businesswoman. In order to handle the business, the person should be a risk taker also. We should take the risk also sometime. Yes, I want to implement it. People will say, no, how? I don't think that your business will work here. Better to do a job. You are good, intelligent girl. Why do you want to start your own business? Then you will say, no, whether it runs, if it doesn't run, I want to take a risk. If I get success, I don't get success, it doesn't matter for me. I want to take a challenge to begin
Yeah.
this business and let's see. So, what happens as you start the business? It is very clear that in the beginning there is no profit. It is only to serving people, approaching people, making your recognition who you are, what you do. Then slowly people keep on contacting, we in touch with you. Later on, how will you progress? That is beyond your imagination. You can't think. So the people who want to become successful business person, women, man, they have their thinking level beyond than others. Other people, they think only for today and
Yeah.
tomorrow, but the business kind of people will think what is going to happen after 10 years. Am I prepared for that? What will happen after 20 years?
Mm,
They always keep on thinking. They don't waste their
yeah.
time. They don't be wasting their time here and there watching reels and laughing, lying down on their bed. No, they are always focused. What is my business? How can it help people in my country, in my surrounding area? And how my business can give better service. See, business doesn't mean that earning money, business means serving people. It has two principles. Once you start serving people, automatically you start earning money also. But our attention to begin business should not be in the beginning itself to earn money. We are willing to begin our business in order to serve people. When we have that kind of mentality, then slowly we can, so we also keep on getting profits. There is no doubt at all. When I talk about my academy also,
Yeah.
when I started this Divya English Speaking Academy, people started to laugh in the beginning. Oh my gosh, Divya English Academy, English Academy, you Indian teacher? Oh my gosh, no. So today we have 24,000 followers. It's going to be 25,000 followers in our YouTube channel. Sometime we get from YouTube money, 1000 US dollar, 100 US dollar. Oh, amazed. Then slowly people they go down. And right now I am getting connected to you from the country Uzbekistan as I keep on talking to people from around the world. So later on, people they have to believe it anyhow. Yes, this person was passionate about his business, his service. He started, and he is the person all in all. He can only monitor. He takes all the initiatives. There are people working in his team, the students joining from different parts in his country and other countries as well. And people are joining him now to support this business and help people to learn language, because international language can completely change the life of people and their career as well. That's why I have taken initiatives to teach this language, and then this language helps me to reach so many people and then help them. When I see in the beginning, when they join, they don't know even how to introduce. After a few months they become very good speaker, and they get very good amount of salary, they get a lot of promotion, they get increments. Some of them they go to foreign countries and then they have very good salary. Completely life is getting changed, and then we have this privilege to work for people and then to transform their life by teaching this international language, which is helping a lot of people to completely change their life, career, and personalities. So any business we start, our attention is not only to earn money, our first attention is to serve people. Yeah, we want to begin the business because we want to become serve people. When we are under someone, we cannot serve freely. When we are all in all, at a time we can serve. It can be day, night, morning, evening, whenever we are free, we can keep on helping and supporting people. So things to be kept in our mind is that lazy people never ever think to become business women or businessmen,
Yeah,
and they cannot
yes,
take
yes,
risk,
definitely.
and they don't have zeal to work hard. They only think that if I can earn today maybe $10, that's enough for me. I will eat and sleep. Tomorrow, no worries. What will happen tomorrow? Let's see. But the person who
Yeah,
has passion, vision, yes, this is my country, this is my city. I want to establish this business. This is lacking here. It's not here. So if I establish this business, it will help a lot of people, and then people will get benefited. I will have opportunity to serve them, and it can really brought a lot of it can really bring a lot of changes in the lives of people. It can bring some kind of transformation. People can be benefited through our services, and slowly it will grow. They always think the positive, optimistic people. Low level thinking people,
yeah,
they cannot. They are good. They are good human. They are hardworking as well, but not having that zeal, passion, commitment. And then as the another thing you mentioned, that not intelligent people should be intelligent, qualified, able to handle the business, having quality education and zeal, and willing to work hard, and then managing the things and all, and willing to take a risk also. First of all, you should be having the
yeah.
passion, which is very very important. What do you think about it?
Yeah, yeah, of course. I certainly agree with your idea. You're absolutely right. Yeah, lazy people also, there is a fear that lies on the minds of the lazy people. They just fear the any risks or difficult situations. Oh my God, what if I lose my just my money that I put into for creating or establishing my business. Mind you, intelligent people don't feel a sense of fairness into their minds. They know what are they doing, and they look at this situation seriously, and also they think carefully, and also they think all advantages and disadvantages of this work. And so only one thing that is common among successful people, they also think about the consequences. I mean, not only they think about earning money, but they also think about what advantages will it bring for people. And I think this is the common, and this should be stand in the first rank. Money is in the third or first rank, but quality, and also cost, I mean cheaper cost, also advantages should be stand in the first rank. And so this business will work very efficiently. And of course it wouldn't be easy, as you mentioned before, like in the early stages of starting your own channel on YouTube. People use it to so many things, especially rumor. Yeah, and also we don't have to concentrate on their comments or just their sentences. And people don't do this, don't establish their careers, business career by themselves. So they just they have opposite views for people who are establishing their business careers. We don't have to concentrate on them. They can, only they can. So they just they just speak negative views and opposition towards you. We don't have to concentrate on them. We only have to focus on our just basic main goal, which is starting our business and contributing the development of our country. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so especially I want to tell our Indian viewers. So let's learn something from this girl, and then I'm also surprised. Very first time I'm talking to her, and then she's joining from the country of Uzbekistan, only 17 years old. Very good, confident in speaking language. Not only that, so able to expert expressing her thoughts in English language related to any topics, having ability to speak and express it systematically. Not only that, one of the things which is making me to get surprised, that is her thinking ability, the mind setup, how bravely she is able to think only in the age of 17 and able to express. So that means it is better to learn from people joining in this online classes, in the live video, something like this from any country. So this is one of the great lessons to be learned from one another, how people from another country are well qualified. So the people watching this video in India can something learn from this girl, how she's able to explain herself, her views, thoughts related to her maybe future goals at all. But apart from that, she is having good knowledge of any topics. It's not any prepared conversation. We have not prepared any topics. It's just generally going on. Whatever is coming in my mind, I'm asking, and then instantly she is speaking out. She's not telling, wait, teacher, let me prepare, let me think. No, instantly she's trying to explain. Maybe this is related to city, this is related to corruption, discipline, moral, education, business, anything it is there, but instantly she is speaking out. This is what I want anyone who's learning language. We should have ability to speak instantly anywhere, anytime, with any people. Doesn't mean that we should be getting time to think, because when we are talking to people internationally, we may not have time to think and take some time. Whatever comes in our mind, that means we do have ability to think in English language, and we do have sufficient words in our mind to construct sentences and speak out, express our thoughts, emotions based on any topic, whatever topic is going on and whatever question is being asked. Finally, dear learners, I just want to ask you the questions. Tell me something, your English learning journey, since this channel is related to English speaking. I think your experience can help someone to learn language. How did you learn English language in your country? Maybe every country may have some different
Mhm.
expectations and different ways of learning language. How was your English learning journey? How did you learn? How did you become confident in speaking English language? What is your suggestions, advice for those people who are learning language, who wants to learn language? So how can they become confident speaker? Yeah, please go on now.
Mhm. Firstly, well, I have to greet gravitate towards you. Thanks, all positive comments and also compliments towards me. It's really nice to hear these nice compliments from expert teacher from you. I really appreciate you. And good luck for your future. I really appreciate. I hope I will join your next classes. Okay, as for your question, well, I started my English journey in 2022. I think no more than 2 years ago when I was studying in the 8th or 7th grade. And well, I just started learning this language by learning any simple words and also letters on alphabet. It was easy, and well, I used to go to the face-to-face like English course. I had an online, an individual face-to-face teacher, and whose name was Mrs. Maftuna. And yeah, of course, at the beginning of my English journey, it was really interesting, and I had a lot of discussions with my friends. And after learning one or like 1 year, half year, I mean, I had to stop it because of any issues and problems of my teacher, and a little bit time I was in depression because English journey English was part of my life. I loved it, but I used it to. I mean, I had to stop it, and I concentrated on fully for improving my math skills. And after that, I started my English journey. I mean, just duration of my like English journey online by using Telegram. And I had online teacher. She was individual teacher who gave me special attention for me, and I learned some useful knowledge from her. And whose name was Kabira. Then I changed my teacher also, and my second online teacher's name was Shokhsta. Thanks all of my teachers. If you are seeing me, thanks. And so right now, also I have other teacher, and I am studying IELTS online by staying at home using technicians such as laptop, telephone, and so this year I'm planning to sit in the exam, the real exam, which is an IELTS exam. And so far, I love all of my teachers. I appreciated them, and they also gave me special attention for growing and leveling up my scores. And thanks all of them. By the way, thanks to you too, just improving my idea, because in the afternoon I wrote you, yeah, and you just you didn't dismiss it because you are expert teacher, professional teacher. You have a lot of students, but I'm the just unknown student who appeared suddenly on WhatsApp, but you didn't dismiss it. Thanks to you, and may God bless you. I'm so grateful. And also, yeah, I love English very much, and most importantly, I just put the speaking skills in the first rank compared to other skills such as listening, reading, writing. Because if you are learning language, speaking should be stand in the first rank. If you don't know how to communicate with people in English, even though you are really good at in listening, reading, and writing skills, why are you learning English if you don't contact with people? This is the special opportunity which was provided by this language. And I hope that I will use the hidden opportunities of English language by contacting with many just competent and professional workers, successful people. And so far, I am loving English language, and I hope I will love in the future too, because this is really necessary and important language. And also, I'm planning to learn other languages too. Yeah, I hope I will deal with them. And yeah, English is part of my life. I cannot describe my life without learning English language or speaking with English people. This is a special part of my life. life, and it holds a special spot in my heart. Yeah, I love it.
Okay, absolutely. So, as I could understand that in your English learning journey, so what you did, so you put the speaking in the first priority, making sure that first of all becoming confident, maybe speaking, doing the speaking practice, becoming habitual in speaking. So out of all those skills, listening, reading, writing, and then the first skill was put by you, that is only speaking language. Doesn't matter you speak right or wrong. So you first of all focused on only the speaking skills, and then after that all those things easily you could learn and achieve. As you mentioned that you want to learn another language, so what it could be? Maybe Russian already
Um,
you can
yeah,
speak.
yeah, partially, not fully,
50%.
but of course, yeah, maybe I can communicate with the Russian people, but I will improve it, and I don't want to stop any processes. I want to continue it. Also, other international languages such as maybe Chinese, Japanese language, even though they are tough to learn, I have to say I'm a challenger lover. I want to put myself in challenging situations by sharpening my brain and just skills or literary skills. Yeah, because language learning can play important role if you want to contact with other people, especially who are successful and intelligent. Yeah, I mean.
Absolutely, absolutely. So appreciate you. That's very important and nice to know that you want to put yourself in the midst of challenges. That's really good to hear. And what about learning
Thank
Spanish?
you. Oh, yeah, yeah, of course. I have a plan. Spanish, French for speaking, not listening and reading, for speaking and contacted with native speakers. Yeah, of course, I have. I hope that I will learn it. Yeah, yeah, later.
Okay, so finally, what is your message to our viewers, people watching these videos from around the world? Maybe may watch later on, not now. So, what message do you want to convey from your own side? What message do you want to give our Indian viewers, people watching this video from around the world, maybe those who will watch later on? What do you want to say to them?
Okay. Okay, so I want to recommend for other just watching people that make sure that if you are learning a language, you have to improve your speaking. If you don't know how to speak confidently with other foreign people, make sure that you fail again and again. And you have to improve your speaking skills day by day. And most importantly, don't fear any mistakes. Everyone makes a mistake. Nothing or nobody is perfect. And also I highly recommend practice, 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 because practice makes you perfect. And I believe this theory wholeheartedly. And also, as for their goals, I highly recommend them to choose only one field, only one study. Don't change a lot. If you are stable on one decision, make sure that you will achieve your goals very quickly. And these are my sentences from my bottom of my heart. So I really appreciate it. Also, teacher, thanks for just spending some time for me for honest conversation. I thoroughly enjoyed from that, and you are just patient, professional, and expert teacher that I wish you achieve all of your goals in the future. I hope the subscribers of your YouTube channel will be at least 1 million. Yeah, at least maybe two, like 10 millions. Yeah, you worth it. Your materials, your treatment, worth it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome, and I appreciate you. And thanks for your participation. Especially, I just wanna appreciate your thinking ability. You are only 17. The way you express yourself, your thoughts, they are just like not. They don't seem to be for the 17 years old people. They are always in the like people, those who are mature people, responding the questions and all the topics. So I do appreciate you, and in days to come we will have some more discussions which can help people to learn and understand language. And I'm hoping that you are going to get good
Mhm.
scores in your IELTS speaking as well. This is what I'm curious now to know.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, inshallah. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope I am practicing.
I want to tell you that why am I learning English? I'm learning English because English is international language, and in my school we have to talk in English, and my teachers also in school talk in English, and my motive is to learn English because when I grow up I want to make a bright future and talk in English in front of everyone and give speeches and lectures. And I have joined after joining these classes I have learned many topics such as first day when I joined, I had learned introduction. Then I have learned vowel sound, consonant sound, and I saw my friends how they are talking. Manvik, Divya, they all in the morning class, and I saw them they're talking very fluently, they're very greatly, they're reading also. Then I'm in fourth standard, but my Hindi will come in fifth standard. So when I read the Hindi also we have to read sometimes. So when I read the Hindi, so I get confused, but I try to read now in fifth standard. Won't struggle reading Hindi also. And I am learning here many topics such as first day I learned introduction, vowel sound, consonant sound, and types of questions, and auxiliary verbs, six sentences, silent letters, and I'm learning how to make situations. And my
Mm,
conversation skill is also improving.
very good, that I can see that you are getting very flow. How this is happening, that your English is not stopping at all, you are just speaking blah 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 blah, blah, blah. Okay, so would you like to explain any topic which you like the most? How is the teacher teaching? Can you just want to give me a copy of the teacher? Can you demonstrate the teacher's action? What is the topic?
Yes, sir.
How is she teaching?
Yes,
How
sir.
does she explain?
She's
Yeah.
she explains like when we today morning also it happened. Today morning when we joined, teacher first told let everyone good morning, how are you fine, did you are you fresh, let all. She asked questions, and then she asked some questions, and anyone like my friends, they don't understand the topic, so teacher just share the screen and teaches us like such as auxiliary verbs. So this was the homework to learn the auxiliary verbs, but they were confusing how to learn this. I can't learn this. So teacher was explaining how much she want to explain. She explains, but the student should get the full knowledge of learning. And so like auxiliary verbs, like she gave me homework, so I completed the homework. And then she gave me auxiliary verbs. We have to make that description, and that is, am, are, was, were. So first she teaches that what are auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs. There are 24 auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs helps the main verb to describe action. That action has happened in the past, or is happening in the present, or will happen in the future. Like this, she explains. Like she makes a sentence. Like she is going to school. She went to school. She will be going to school. Like this, she teaches us that what is past, what is present, what is future. She explains us little part, and we understand it very properly also. And I will tell you now auxiliary verbs. What are auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. That all I told now. Is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, have, has, had, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, need, dare, used to. Like this, she tells us, and anyone don't
Okay,
understand, so
explain
she teaches
explain
us.
all the auxiliary verbs in these sentences and keep on making situations also. Let me see that how are you going to explaining
Okay,
this. Go on.
okay. Like from is. She takes is and she tells how to make sentences. From is. He is going to school. No, he is not going to school. Is he going to school? Is he not going to school? Why is he going to school? Why is he not going to school? Second of it. She is a dancer. No, she is not a dancer. Is she a dancer? Is she not a dancer? Why is she a dancer? Why is she not a dancer? Now is am. Am I am bathing. I am bathing. No, I'm not bathing. Am I bathing? Am I not bathing? Why am I bathing? Why am I not bathing? Now from am. Um I am playing in the park. No, I'm not playing in the park. Am I playing in the park? Am I not playing in the park? Why am I playing in the park? Why am I not playing in the park? From are. They are they are eating sweets. No, they are not eating sweets. Are they eating sweets? Are they not eating sweets? Why are they eating sweets? Why are they not eating sweets? Like they are going to the temple. No, they are not going to the temple. Are they going to the temple? Are they not going to the temple? Why are they going to the temple? Why are they not going to the temple? Now from was. I was okay. I was artist. No, I was not an artist. Was I artist? Why was I not an artist? Why was I artist? Why was I not an artist? From was down. He was disturbing me. No, he was not disturbing me. Was he disturbing me? Was he not disturbing me? Why was he disturbing me? Why was he not disturbing me? From verb. They were beating that person. No, they were not beating that person. Were they beating that person? Were they not beating that person? Why were they beating that person? Why were they not beating that person? They are bad students. No, they are not bad students. Are they bad students? Are they not bad students? Why are they bad students? Why are they not bad students?
Excellent. I do appreciate you. How about the used to? Did you practice the used to? The use of used to? How do we use it in sentences?
Used to means मैं करता था ऐसे मैं करती थी. That's the Hindi pronunciation. मैं करती थी. So I used to go to the park. I used to play in the park. I used to go to my grandfather's house. I used to go to my grandmother's house. I used to go to the bank. I used to go to the shop. I used to go to the market.
Very good. Appreciate you. And with used to, we always use the first form of verb, and it is
Yes.
always used to talk about the past habits. Anything action that we used to do in the past, but now we don't do it.
Yes.
That is
Means
called past
that is
habits.
called past. That is past tense, which it is done like that.
हिंदी मीनिंग इज गोइंग टू बी किया करता था, किया करती थी, किया करते थे. When
Yes.
I was a small child, I used to cry, but now I
When
don't cry at all.
I was a small child, I would used to play with teddy bears. Now I don't play with teddy bears
Yes,
because I'm a grow up.
very good. Not I'm a grow up, I am grown up. Grown up. Now
I'm
I am
grown up.
grown up. And you said there in the online class before, I think 2 minutes, that I want to become bright future. Not I want to become. I
No,
want to
I want to
make my
make.
future.
I want to make a bright
Yes,
future.
yes, yes, absolutely. Because I gave you the topic there for conversation speaking practice. The topic is going to be for you. Just describe a teacher who has influenced you a lot in your education. Like, I mean to say that, talk about a teacher who has really helped you a lot in your education.
All about
You tell in
my
your own
English
words. If
teacher.
you make the mistakes
Okay,
and all,
okay.
don't worry. I'm here to help you. Go on.
Okay, all about my English teacher. My favorite teacher is Tanya teacher. She is my English teacher. I met her in my class only because she is our class teacher. And if I have any problems during the topics and the subject, she is always there to help me. And all the students like that teacher, and she explains every single topic very properly. But now the summer vacation are going on, so our fourth standard is completed, my result came, and now I'll go in fifth standard. So now I will never meet my English teacher, so I'll miss her a lot and lot. And she has helped me with my fourth standard studies very much. And when her teachers day came, we gave her a very great surprise. Like we made greeting cards, and we made decoration. We decorate the board and write there Happy Teachers Day, and we gave her chocolates and pens, and we celebrated that day also very greatly. And she helps me anytime I need her. Like if I don't understand homework, if any homework she gives us and I don't understand, so she also tells me again and again. She can tell me, and she is friendly and she is so funny also. And I am proud of my English teacher. Thank you.
Okay,
Sir,
what
your mic
she
is on.
gives, she gives. All right, good,
Yes, I have a
nice.
last line. Can I tell you? She
Yes,
encourages us to study well.
yes, she encourages us to study well. Absolutely, all right. And what are the five skills or six skills to develop in English language, and why are they
I know,
important? Yeah, go on.
I
And
know.
give reasons
Listening.
also. Reasons why are they important?
Okay. Like listening. First is listening. We should listen. A person who is talking, we should listen to him. And if he tells something wrong, so we can make changes to his English also, and our English will also improve like that. Like I was talking and you are
Oh,
hearing to me.
how our English will improve like that? If the person is speaking wrong English, we will tell him to improve his English, and our
No,
English will be
no,
improved by learning from his bad
no.
English. No, 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 no.
No, he is telling something and something bad he has told, like something difficult and something problems he is having. If we help him, so our mistakes which we make, it will be get corrected. And after hearing, we can also make more sentences like a teacher. If a teacher teaches students, so students should hear properly. So that's why they can understand the topics
Okay,
and
I speak
lesson.
now. I speak. I let after that you can speak. Okay, I speak. You listen. Then whatever you listen from me, then how much can you speak it in your own words in free? Okay, in free language means don't get afraid of and something not like that. I will speak something. After that, I want to see how can you speak whatever I spoke after listening. What is your ability to speak? How much can you remember and how much can you add from your own side to speak that out? Okay, so first one is called listening. Listening is very important skill in improving English language, because any language we learn, the first step of learning language is called listening. For example, a small baby, how does he learns language? Just by listening. His mom says to him, Papa. Then he says, Papa, Papa, Papa. But he doesn't know how to read Papa, how to write Papa, how to pronounce Papa. In Papa, there is a consonant or there is a vowel. He has no idea. He's a small baby. But how did he learn? Just by listening from his mom. So that means the listening plays very important role in the process of learning language. First of all, any language we want to learn, we just need to listen from people. How are they speaking? Doesn't mean that we understand all or we don't understand. Just listen, how are they speaking, the words, sentences, pronunciation, how these all things are going on. And then maybe one day we don't understand. If we keep on listening regularly, then we will understand, okay, what is this opportunity? Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Later on, then after 2 3 days, I can also say, thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. In the beginning, it was difficult for me to pronounce the opportunity, but I keep on listening from other students when I joined in the online class. And then after 2 3 days, also the students learned that how to say this word, the opportunity. What is the meaning of this? So it means the first step to learn language is called listening. Listen from people carefully, how they speak, how do they make sentences, how they talk with one another. So listening from other people will help us to learn language, because when we listen the word, the sentences, the sounds, the pronunciation, and later on we try to find out the meanings of those words. And then after understanding the meaning, we later on use those words in our sentences also. For example, students learning joining in the first time in this online class, they find difficult to pronounce the word opportunity. They don't know what is the meaning of that. But after 2 3 days, they learn that what is the meaning, how should I pronounce it, how did it happen, just listening from other students, how are they speaking. So that means listening is the first step to learn English language. So what should we do? We should listen language whenever we get time, wherever we get time. What should we listen? We should listen from BBC, CNN, English news, any English movies and English drama stories, any serial, anything is going on in English language, We just need to listen, and sometimes we need to listen from any other YouTube channels also, how people are talking in English language, try to understand some sentences, the topics, the word power. Lot of things we can improve just by listening, because listening helps us directly to improve language. After listening, we have to try to speak it out also. Now you tell me, what do you mean by
Yes,
listening?
sir. Huh. The first step to learn English is listening. And such, for example, there is a baby, and if he want to speak something, he can't speak, but his mother tells Papa, Mama, so he can speak it out, but he can listen and speak it out, but he don't know that how much vowels are there, consonants are there in that Papa word. Like next example, it is that if like opportunity, if I am telling, if there is a new student coming to our class, so when I was there, I also came first time, so I saw opportunity introduced. This is getting hard, how I don't know, then now I
And
am
some
getting
students, the some
fluent.
students, they are also getting difficulty, the
Yes,
opportunity,
and in
they
the
are forgetting, they don't know how to pronounce it. Opportunity, they are saying chutney.
yes, in the morning class I
Hmm.
also realized this. In the morning class that Kumar came na, he's a new student. He's small, but Kumar, he was telling he couldn't speak it out. So his mother was helping him to speak it out. I was observing that.
So how listening can help us to improve language? Once again, you explain now.
Okay, well, listening can help us to improve, such as if we listen to a person. If we listen to a person and he is talking something fluently, American, Japanese, British, so we can hear to him. Like in the classes you showed us the video, she was telling slept, sleep, slept. So I was hearing that pronunciation. That was so great. Then I thought that I would also try, that I'm trying, then I can talk so fluently in front of you, sleep, slept, like that. So I want to become like her. So I am talking and practicing how I heard how she was talking. So it is happening to me also, same to same. I'm hearing to somebody and I'm speaking and trying to speak it out.
Yeah, so two words, the pronunciation. So not the pronunciation, pronunciation, pronunciation.
Pronunciation.
One thing is pronunciation, second thing is called heard. Not heard, hear,
Heard.
heard, heard. Hear, heard,
Pronun-
heard. I heard. Pronunciation. Okay,
Sir, I can tell this pronunciation heard.
yeah. I heard this story. I heard about that incident which happened there in the morning time.
Yes.
Okay, what about the song also? Do you know that the baby, they learn the song by listening also? Lakdi ki kathi. How are they
Yes,
learning this?
yes.
How?
They are
How?
learning. They are learning because I can tell you an example also
Hmm,
near me. Near our neighborhoods, they are living there. So there are two twins there. Two twins. So they are every day they are hearing Lakadi Kika. So I am hearing also. They are miss hearing them, hearing like this, so they are also learning. They are
that,
small babies,
hmm,
twins.
hmm. So this is the impact of listening
Yes,
skill, because they are listening, and then after listening they are also trying to speak. So for
yes,
example, learning English language also, we need to listen more. Whenever, wherever we get time, keep on listening something in English language. Doesn't mean that you understand fully or you don't understand. Just
yes,
listen the pronunciation, sounds, sentences, words. All right, now let's talk about remaining skills: speaking,
yes.
reading,
Speaking.
writing, thinking, singing.
Okay, speaking. I'm going to talk about speaking now. Speaking like I am speaking to you, blah 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 blah. I'm speaking lot of with you. So in the morning classes, I was talking lot of conversations, lots and lots of questions I asked to that boy. So teacher told, when will Neha stop? Means other also should get the chance. So everyone done in the last when I was telling, my teacher was telling, it's time to leave now. How much will you talk? It's great you are speaking blah blah blah. You'll never stop. Like I just hear and speak it out. Means my mind runs like I'm talking to you. So I'm explaining you. I don't know how much I'm talking, but it's explaining you like our teacher is explaining to a student.
Okay, so second skill is called the speaking. So this is the most neglected skill. So we need to speak out. Whatever we learn, we need to speak out. Why? Because if we don't practice speaking, so sometime we won't be able to pronounce words clearly and exactly. For example, I gave you one word to speak unbelievably. It was not coming out from your mouth correctly because of not
But
having the practice of pronunciation, how this word has to be pronounced. But now you can speak it out.
yes,
Speak.
unbelievably,
See?
unbelievably.
Yes. So the first day, this word, even you know, you understand, but if you want to speak it from your own mouth, it's not
I
coming.
sir, that day I thought that we have to correct. Means this is unscrambled. We have to scramble it. Put it
Yes.
in right order. That I thought. Then I told unbelievable. But then you told me that you had to say the word which I am telling. Then I knew it. I would pronounce it, but then I thought, okay, let's it.
Very good. Appreciate you. And what about reading English? How reading English can help
Reading,
us
yes,
to?
yes, I know.
Hmm.
In also I have examples for everything. I have examples for everything. Now in the for example, in our class. Now vacation are going on, so nothing is happening now. But in our school, in our class, the teacher always told us that now your revision, everything is done. Exam is going to come. So read the revision front of the class. So I was so happy. Oh, I will read the. But teacher gave always the chance to somebody else, and we are used to wait for reading. So when one day my chance came, then I was reading. It was a little bit difficult because I was not confident in front of everyone. So then I thought that I will never learn how to be confident. After coming these classes, I learned how to be confident. So then then reading. I was reading the words, and some words were very difficult and very big. So I couldn't read them. So teacher would always help me, but then at home I started to practice how to read big words.
Very good. Appreciate you. Yes, absolutely. Neha, you have really got the confidence. I see that after joining in this online class, such a good platform, you got that. Now your speaking is flowing like anything. It's marvelous. Yeah, now we are talking about the reading skill because reading definitely helps you to improve English language. How?
Because
Because yeah.
yes,
Explain.
you tell
You explain.
because I did already explain. You tell because I was about to
Okay,
tell that big letters.
okay.
You tell.
Listen now. Listen now. So reading will help us to improve English language because and how when we read anything we read because a group of words which contains the group of words which makes a complete sense is called a sentence. That means in a sentence there are group of words. So when we read all those words one by one word we keep on reading. So while reading in English language, what happens? We improve our word power. We read a lot of words which are in a sentence. And some word meaning we may not know. By reading, we will learn the meaning of those words, whatever new words we are reading. So, what happens when we read any sentence? There are new words, and then some are big words, some are small words. So, if we read anything in English language, reading will help us to improve our word power, and reading will help us to improve our English language. How the sentences are formed in the written formation, how are they written there, how is the grammar there, how author is trying to explain his thoughts in the written English language. What are the words? How is the grammar used? Where is the passive voice? Where is the past tense? Where is the present tense? Which kind of a vocabulary is there? What are the meanings of all those written sentences? So when we
Yes,
read, it will catch our mind, it will help us to improve the word power, improve our grammar, understand the grammar structures, and understand the sentence formation, the long sentences, small sentences, vocabulary, the structure of the grammar, the tenses. Lot of things we improve by reading English also. Yes, go on now.
yes. And sir, I was telling it is from me, from my side message that like I read the auxiliary verbs definition. Like auxiliary verbs are helping verbs at all. How did I learn that all? Paragraphs in school exam. When we go to exam, so we always read this answer. So we are scared that teacher will take our oral. So we should read. And after reading, we can learn in our mind. So like auxiliary verbs. For example, I gave you auxiliary verbs like is, am, are, was, were. From reading only I learned, right?
Absolutely right. Yeah, that's why we do have the screen presentation also in this online class, so that students they do get the chance
Can
reading also.
read,
They
yes,
can read there. If the teacher is reading also, they can at least see, watch on the screen how are the sentences formed there. All right, now let's
yes.
talk about writing skill little bit. Yes, go on about writing skill.
Okay. Writing skill like in the school we always write, and writing always like I wrote this auxiliary verbs. Like it is hard to pronounce when I came here. It is really hard to pronounce, but after writing the spelling auxiliary verbs, auxiliary UAUX, so I learned it and I can pronounce it properly now. Like auxiliary verbs, I can pronounce it very greatly.
Okay, and then yesterday I have taken the written test, 6 to 7 online class. I know 7 to 8 online class. I found that some of the students they are still finding difficulty to how to form the sentences in the written English. Like one student he forgot to write the full stop at the end of the sentence, the comma, this
Yes.
exclamatory sign, interrogative sign, capital letter in the
Question
beginning,
mark.
question mark, all those things. So the written English is very important because we are going to get full marks in your school in written English, not in spoken
Yes,
English.
if in Marathi or Hindi, when we write something, so full stop, matra, this all. If we forget it, teacher cuts our number. So writing is also main.
Yes, so it means if our writing is 100% okay, our language is also 100% okay. Now, two more skills are left. What are they?
Singing.
No, before that, thinking in English. Why this is very
Yes,
important? Let's talk about this skill.
thinking.
Yeah.
Thinking like you was explaining me, so I was thinking that this I was not understanding everything you are telling me, all the chapter, but I was understanding how to frame by my own, getting the ideas. So I was thinking, yes, this I can tell, yes, this I can tell, like that. Action I was doing in my mind, my brain was working hard. He was working and he was thinking that yes, this can happen, you can tell this, sir will be impressed, like that.
Okay. Now, in thinking, we have learned the first step.
And
First step in thinking, we have learned thinking in words,
yes,
thinking in
thinking in
sentences,
sentences,
thinking
thinking
in
in
paragraph,
paragraphs,
thinking in
thinking in
stories, thinking in
stories,
situation,
yes,
thinking in any ideas, thinking in anything in
and
your mind.
movie. Like anyone likes write a movie in Marathi, Hindi, or English, anything. He writes a movie, so it is a big concept. Like paragraph after situation, then movie. Movie is the biggest. Who can always write.
Absolutely. Now, the question is that why can't people think in English language? What do you think about that?
Because they don't want to talk in English. I don't know why, but I want to talk in English
No,
because
no, 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 no. They can't think in English language because they don't have enough word power. They don't know a lot of words in English. That's so how
yes,
can they think? If they want to
they
think, we should have words in our mind, right?
sir, can I tell you one thing? Their hometown, like I am for example, I am Marwadi. I am from Rajasthan. So I'm Marwadi. So when I sleep, I dream in Hindi and Marwadi. But now I change English. Because their home tongue from they was babies, they always the home tongue was in their mind. But now my dad told me that you should learn English also. It is main international language. If you don't know this, nothing can happen. This is main language. So I also like English. So I dream in English, think in English, read in English, write in English,
Sing in
listen
English.
in English,
Sing in
sing in
English.
English.
Yes, now finally talk about what you mean by singing in English? Can singing in English also help us to improve English or not?
Singing in English can improve us how to talk in English also, because singing when we saw that tunes that, like, oh God, you are my God, like that, the tunes are there.
Sing
So
this song completely. Did you learn or have you forgotten this song?
uh
How much?
I
Okay,
know.
okay, okay. Sing.
Okay, okay, sir. Oh God, you are my God, and I will ever praise you. Oh God, you are my God, and I will ever praise you. I will seek you in the morning, and I will learn to walk in your ways. And step by step you lead me, and I will follow you all of my days. Oh God, you are my God, and I will ever praise you. Thank
Very, very
you.
appreciate. Yes, you did a good job. Yeah, how singing can help us to speak English language? What do you think about it? Now, finally, let's talk about this particular
Okay.
topic.
Singing can help us, like I sing the song. The tunes were very romantic. Right? When we sleep in the bedtime, someone tells stories, some parents tell stories, but some parents tell songs. Like I'm telling Hindi, Lori. In our state there is. So when the baby sleeps, so their mother had to do slowly, slowly. So they sleep so very well, because that particular thing is coming in their mind. They can sleep. It's great. Music, like music can also help us to learn English. In this, English lines are there. Like example, everyone sing the caste music. Like, I am Marwadi, so in my village everyone sing in Marwadi. But now I am learning how to sing in English. Now after you told me to learn this, oh God, you are my God, and now I am learning new songs. I have not learned any song after this, but I'm trying to and searching on YouTube which song I will learn next. Then I will sing this song again on YouTube.
Very good, absolutely. Because singing in English, how can it help us? Because we are speaking sentences, and sometimes we are remembering the tone, and then music is there in English language, music, tone, the sounds. So ultimately, we are learning English if we are
And
feeling comfortable in singing in English, and our English is being improved also. Yeah.
in free time when I am tired, I'm bored. So what I do? I take the mobile and search for songs. I can sing. I can
Yes,
practice.
yes. In free time also we are, when we are free, so we can sing English songs in order to improve our English, and then see the pronunciation, the sound, the tone of that song. What are the words we can learn, and then how can we learn the song, and then how can we speak that song sentence in English? How can we sing in English in songs?
Yes.
Very
And
good. Yeah,
I
very.
want to tell you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is an example from my brother only
Mm-hmm.
when he was little. It is about listening. I'm just telling one line to two lines. I'm telling that when my brother was little, my father and me, 3 years, from 3 years we are learning English. My father and me. Then when we talk in English, three forms of verbs, all I practiced at home. My brother, he was little, so he would crawl on the floor. He was so little, 4 years old, 5 years old. Then he listened to us, me and my father. So my father always give me this example. Look how he did here. You also learn, and hearing power. You grow your hearing power in the classes. You should be attentive, like that. So when he was little, he also learned English. Like magic. I was shocked. How did you learn English? My father told that I know how did he learn English, because he was hearing to me and my father. So he could hear that how they are talking, what is a sentence. He don't know anything like what are vowels, what are consonant sounds, but he knows how to talk in English.
Yes, yes, yes. He doesn't. We have to say he doesn't know, and that is the one thing you always remember. And second thing is that most of the time when you are talking the subject, there we should not say me and my father. That is the wrong sentence. So we have to always say I and my father.
Us.
I
I
and my
and my father.
I and my
Okay.
father. I
Okay.
and
I and my.
my father.
Okay.
Okay, because I is the subject. We don't begin any sentence from object. Object is me. Me is not used as a subject to begin the sentence. Me and my
Yes.
father. I and my
Me no.
father. That's a broken English. Actually, people, when they
Yes.
speak, they don't realize it. They think that this is a subject. No, me is known as a object according to English grammar. Personal pronoun. I subject, me object. So we
Yes.
don't begin any sentence with object. The sentences are always begun from subject.
From subject.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir. I couldn't make six sentences when I joined these classes, and before, not when, before,
Mm,
before I joined these classes, I couldn't make six
mm.
sentences,
Before
or I
joining,
couldn't make
before joining,
before joining.
before
Before
joining.
joining these classes, I couldn't make six sentences, and I couldn't speak auxiliary verbs. Like
Oh,
I was so broken English. Like is M R was were, then what how I was like that. But now I can talk fluently and properly.
yes, absolutely. And as you know that we are starting the new batch based on our parents' request yesterday. Some of the parents they requested us, sorry, not yesterday, the last month, the month of April. So some of the parents they requested us to begin the new batch. It was not possible at that moment and then in the previous month to start the new batch, but now we are planning to begin the new batch based on our parents requests. What message do you want to give to the new students joining from different states, and then how can they learn English in this online class? How should they be careful about learning in this online class? How attentive they should be? What are the topics they are going to learn in this online class? Will they be learning English in this online class or not? Are they going to get confident in the online class or not? So tell something
Okay.
from your own
Okay, sir.
experience. Yeah.
From different, I saw that I observed this from different states. Many children are joining here. It's great. I'm happy, and I am happy that in the
And
morning batch, Kumar.
this makes it a national level online class. Here is not
Yes,
only
yes.
from
I
one
will. I
state
will tell it.
student. Yeah.
I will tell it in the last that English is international language at all. I will tell why should they learn English, all that I will tell. And then I was telling that I am happy that in the morning batch and evening batch is full of students. In the morning batch only four or three. But I am happy that in the morning batch they will join. Like Kumar, he joined in the morning batch. For conversation, group conversation, it will be great opportunity for us to talk to another people, another students, from many students from joining from different states and different countries. So it will be easy for the students to talk with their friends, make new friends, and all, and improve their English. And I want to tell one more thing that why should they learn English? First of all, they they can learn.
How can they learn English? Because
Okay, okay,
always
how
they
can?
have the doubt when they whenever they call, the parents will call me, hello sir, good evening, can my son learn English in this online class? What are the topics? How will he learn? Can you give
Okay, now I'll tell.
guarantee? Yeah. Mm.
I'm telling now. I'm telling now. Look, in these classes, if they can't join these classes, they don't have the opportunity. Means they don't have any something problem is there, so they can just watch the videos. Like I also, if they will make any YouTube video, we put on YouTube. So I always watch that video. Which mistake I have made now, and which any mistake I don't make, I'm happy. Like, oh, finally I didn't make any mistake. So we can see also on YouTube, like if any other people want to join these classes, they can tell, they can call this sir and tell them like this my child wants to join these classes and all, and the topics I'm going to tell you what are we learning in these classes. And like we are learning, first of all, when I came, I learned to introduce myself. Like first of all, how to, why it is necessary to introduce myself, because any person, if anyone asks that please introduce yourself, so we're confused. So what I tell the first line, so we can tell that thank you sir for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. We should introduce ourselves because the person who is asking, he will understand that where are you from, how old are you, what is your name, all. And the people who can't join these classes, they can watch the videos on YouTube.
Can they improve their English in this online class or not? Those who are
Yes,
the new
surely.
students, how can they improve with
How?
their
Okay, okay,
English?
okay.
Yes,
I'm
by
telling the
joining
topics.
this
First,
online
when I
class.
came,
Yes.
okay, first when I came in this online class, first day, I had to learn how to introduce myself. Second day, I learned vowel sound. Third day, I learned consonant sound. Then I learned auxiliary verbs. Then I learned how to make sentences, situations, silent letters, WH question word meaning, and etc. Many things I learned here. WH question word meaning. Like anyone tells me tell WH question word meaning. I'm a little bit stuck, but I'm practicing on it. That I should tell it now. This time I should tell it. I'm practicing with WH word meanings also. And auxiliary verbs, like I told when we started this video, I told that is like he is a doctor. That all six sentences also I made like that, and I'm learning six sentences also from do, does, am, are, shall, should, will, would, all that. In the morning batch, we are learning new topics also. Like ma'am told us today's homework was vowel sound. Vowel sound we have already done, I know, but from vowel A we have to make like vowel A making a sound. So we tell ball, hall, stall, but we can make more words from it. That was the homework yesterday, not today. Today's homework, today's homework, what was it? What was
Okay,
today's
so you
homework?
get the homework also in online classes also. That is the good thing.
Yes,
Homework, PDF, and conversation practice.
yes.
Lot of things and all. I do appreciate you, Neha. It's very nice talking to you that you joined here only for I think 10, 15 days. How many days you are here in this online
Um,
class? Maybe 10 days.
I am not 2 weeks. 2 weeks and 3 days. 2
2 weeks,
weeks
three
and three
days,
days.
and what a tremendous change is taking place here. And the motivation
Conversation.
conversation
I
is
like.
conversation
Yes,
is really.
I the best thing I like in these classes is conversation, six sentences, and auxiliary verbs. Best I like it.
Yeah, if you learn, if you keep on learning more topics, and then you will like all those topics as well also, because whenever.
Because highest level I never went there because I'm from the basic level. So from the basic level, whichever I have learned topics, I just told you now. And which is my favorite? I told you that auxiliary verbs, six sentences, and
WH question words.
WH question word meaning. Okay.
Absolutely appreciate you. What a I'm very happy talking to you, and then really we want to see. Now, the purpose of Divya English Academy is to help students, especially to help kids to learn English language. Why? Because English is international language. English is the language of education. Most of the students are studying in English medium schools. They don't understand English fully. They don't understand the grammar concepts. So if you don't know the English and you are studying in English medium school, then how are you going to get good marks in your subjects? Also, if you
And
know English
sir,
fully, then you will have no problem at all to study any subjects. Yeah.
sir, you told that we should understand the English if we are studying in English medium. My father also told me that only that if you will complete this problem in the childhood only, in the future you will make a bright future. We want that to happen. So
Absolutely, yeah. That is the dream of that is the mission and the passion of Dibya English Speaking Academy. Our goal is also to help students from different parts in our country and giving them opportunity to learn language in this platform, and wherever they are joining from different states, helping them how to learn language from basic level itself, and then make them to become master in English language. Once they get mastery in English language, understanding grammar, speaking, reading, writing, and everything, anything they want to do further in future, so they can do, there will be no problem at all, because English will not become a stumbling block for them to grow in their life. It won't be hindering them. If they know the language, it's going to be one kind of great opportunity for them and great motivation for them. Finally, what you
okay.
want to say to our viewers? What do you want to say our parents, and what do you want to say the students from different batches, and what do you want to say the people, those who are going to watch this video on YouTube? What's your message to all of them?
I want to tell that if you watch these videos, please try to join. And if you can't join these classes, please try to see the videos. You can see the videos. It is possible for you to see the videos on YouTube. So please like and share and subscribe our channel.
Okay, very good, very good. So appreciate you. And I'm very much delighted in this morning time. It's the evening in the teachers' country time. So we have got today one more international teacher joining from new country in this live session to have some discussions between two international or two English teachers, how English language can be taught, what are the teaching strategies, and how language is being taught in her country. So we are going to be discussing all about teaching English and learning English. A lot of things will be coming over there related to this topic. Before that, I want you, English teacher, to introduce yourself, who you are, where are you from, what you do, how long have you been doing.
All right, so nice. Hi, teacher from India. So this is Noemi Hernandez. I'm from Guatemala, and I have been learning uh, the language, I think, for 4 years, teaching 3 years. So uh, I started since I was 19 years old, and I have never stopped teaching. I started as a formal. It was actually my second job because the first one was at a call center that I didn't like and I quit it. Then I continue as like as teaching, which I found it like funnier than working at a call center. Yeah. What about you?
Okay, so yeah, for your kind information, I'm an English teacher and then I have been teaching English language for 5 years. It's a good experience and a nice journey meeting with people from around the world, and we are getting opportunity to help them to learn international English or international language, whatever you call it. And sometime we are getting a lot of opportunity to learn from people around the world, their culture, behavior, and then what they are professional in. So this is what the life is going on. And then today I'm here with you in this live session to have discussion related to this topic. So let's get started.
All right.
Okay, so first of all, now, what are the strategies that we should follow teaching English to the beginners? For example, the people, those who want to learn English in the beginning, they are a beginner. So, what strategies should we follow for them? This is the number one thing. Second thing is that what are the areas, the people, those who are as a beginners, that they should be making sure in order to learn English language? These are two questions. What strategies should we follow for teaching English to the beginners? And second thing is that if any beginner who wants to learn language, what are the areas that he should be making aware of himself or herself?
Okay. So, strategies. I will start there. Um, at my workplace, I use a system that is called IL AI, something like that. Let me see. Interactive Active. So it is IALS, which means Interactive Active Language System. So it's for beginners, and also the company sponsors like an advertisement that's called Learn English like in 6 months. But that's a lie because it takes time. So I I will say that strategies first. I'm talking about that system because I think that it's very helpful if you don't know anything about it, because with beginners actually we use a lot of body language. That's why as teachers I move a lot, and because it's the way that I express with them, like with mimics and with a lot of body language I help them. But also, as another teacher told me, it's not like a mimic class, but it is something that you have to do in order to communicate better, because sometimes they don't know anything about. So one of the strategies, I will say, body language first. If you are with a group of beginners, so it'll be like the main thing that we will do. Um, strategies. So that system I like because we start with verbs. So imagine that we have 1 hour class. So we need to teach in that hour, we need to teach one verb with three different tenses. So first we start by acting the verb. Imagine that I'm going to teach you a verb now. So you will guess. First, I will start like this. This is like kind of a bottle of water, and I will do this, drink, and then I will tell you, drink, repeat, and you will repeat. Then I will do it again, but with a different thing. Like maybe I will have like a mug of coffee, and I will do it again, and I will say, drink, repeat, and then I will have like another thing, like with a straw, and I will again do it like with three different objects, so they will not misunderstood the idea of the verb. And I will say again, drink, drink. So with beginners, pronunciation is the most difficult thing for them, because sometimes they have like new letters, or like uh, they try to pronounce the words as they have their own language, like as their mother tongue, and it's not like that. So strategies first, as I said, body language, then repetition a lot with beginners, and that it'll make you like to get more fluency, but because students at first when they are beginners, so they imit their teachers. If you do something, so they will try to do the same as you. So first, I will say this, like first I do, then I will say we do, and then we do. So first I give the example, then we do it together, like students and teacher, and then it's like you do because it's individually. So we have three steps. First example, then together, and then you get the independence. So yeah, that's it. What do you think in your case?
Yeah, it's okay. Actually, different country teachers will have different activities and strategies for teaching. Yeah, one of the thing that I just wanted to appreciate what is that it's like you the action. First of all, you are showing them action. Maybe the people don't know English words, giving action like okay, drink. After that, anything you are drinking, so it's the imagination is going in their mind. If you say them to read this word, they may forget. By demonstrating the action and helping students to learn new English words, whenever you do like this, drink. Waste on drink, how can they make some sentences? I'm drinking coffee, I'm drinking water, I will drink after some time. It will keep on taking place in different categories, the sentences. But they got a new word that is also by showing the action. So that action will not, allow them to forget it very soon. If you read,
Mhm.
chances are you can forget. But if you show something by giving an example, you will not forget. So this is a very good thing that you are doing for the beginners. That's absolutely right. And other things you also explained, that's really very good. Now let's talk about the second thing. What are the most difficulties that people find learning English? in your country or internationally. And as you already mentioned that learn English in 25 hours, learn English in 45 hours, this is fake. Actually, learning language takes some time. We cannot learn in 1 month, 2 months. Maybe if you have a very good basic knowledge, you can learn. But as a beginners, it will take time. It's not like learning 45 hours, 2 hours, maybe 1 month or 3 months, something like that. It takes some time. Now, let's talk about what are the difficulties that people find to learn English language, maybe in your country, internationally. And second thing is that what are the mistakes of teachers, those who make it more complicated for the learners.
Mm,
They have a lot of excitement in their heart to learn English language, but when they join some language classes, then they think that it's not easy for us. We should not make
okay.
that kind of
So,
complication. Yeah, please go on.
oh, okay, thank you. So I get the idea. You're asking me about the difficulties that some or students in general may have uh, through the process of learning English, and then the mistakes a teacher can make with some students. So first of all, I will mention like some difficulties here in the country, uh, in my country, which is Guatemala, that I have noticed. Um, First, I think that we have um, some limitations here in school, that some people think that they are too old. They are too old to learn a new language. So if you're like a close-minded person, it would be like a little bit more difficult, because first you have to unblock that part that you are blocking or that students are blocking. And also, I think that it, it um it can be about uh, things that couldn't they couldn't achieve when they were younger. So maybe they had the opportunity in the past, but they couldn't learn it. So they are think they are like blocked sometimes. And that's about psychology that you also need to face as a teacher. You need to face that students come to class, but difficulties. So, sometimes people think that it's expensive. Learning a new language is expensive, especially English. But the thing here is that depending on the way you want to, depending on the way you want to start, because if we, let's see, if we want to start learning at an academy, some people have expectations that it must be expensive because it's international, because they have like international teachers, something like that. But then they don't. I think that they make excuses because they don't even ask. And nowadays, with technology, we have many ways of getting into that. We have YouTube, we have podcasts, we have TikTok. That I don't know if in your country you use TikTok, but you can learn some things like in a short time. Or Duolingo, which is an app for learning, or SpeakPal, like it's an app for speaking. But I don't know if it works for everyone, but in my case, it has worked. But um, difficulties, I will say, being close-minded, because sometimes you must be open-minded in order to like to advance. In order to advance, it's necessary to be open-minded, to be talkative, connect with people. If not, you will never be out of your comfort zone. So those people that are in like in a bubble, they don't go out of. It's difficult to deal with. Then other difficulties that I have seen based on uh, what I have observed here are are that they rush themselves, like they want the things fast nowadays because we have different tools. They think, for example, if you want information, so you can look on chat gpt, like using a artificial intelligence, AI, and they think that it's like that, like looking for a question and you get the answer easily. But no, it's not like that because it requires such a lot of time. So
Absolutely.
yeah, and then uh, well, I would say that yeah, it's the thing that they rush themselves because is maybe they are being asked in their jobs to learn English. So that also causes a stress for them, and they take it seriously. Like I have to learn English, but I d- I don't know how to start. And then uh, they they get stuck at some part and blocked. So those are maybe the difficulties that came to my mind. And then you also asked me another one that it was connected. So could you please be kind and remind me?
Okay, and that another question was along with that, like first thing is that what are the difficulties people find to learn English language, as you have already explained. Second thing was that how some of the English teachers make English learning more complicated in order to help them to learn language, but it seems to be more difficult for some of the learners, and then finally they end up discontinuing.
Okay. So yeah, it was about mistakes teachers make. So I would say that based on my experience, the first mistake I made, it was like giving instructions with a lot of information because I was thinking that because I am fluent and I have to show them that I am good at English. So I will speak fast and I will give them the instructions the as the fluest I can, and I did that. So it was like, imagine that I am in my class and I am with beginners and I am like this. Okay, guys, so let's see. How are you? How you doing? How was your day? How was your week? And they are like, I don't know what to say because I am beginner. It's like, hi, fine, yes, and they 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 didn't know how to answer the bunch of questions I asked them at the first class, and it's not like that. So being um being direct, giving instructions as the most simple as we can, it'll help. And if not, it might hinder because we have something that it's like an acronym that it's like KISS, like KISS, and it's like keep it simple, something like that. So it's keep it simple. It's like KIS, and it I think that should work for each teacher. So the mistakes that we make is like because we show them that we know English, we speak a lot in English. And the second thing that we make as teachers is to give them the words in our native language. It's like translate because they don't think in English. And we, wow, at least nowadays that I have more experience, I make them to think just in English, to have and to insert the English chip. So I like something that one of my students made like 2 weeks ago because that student also can speak or is learning French. She was in the classroom and another student, how do you say this in English? And she was like, no, right now no, because I am with my English chip. And it was like, oh, I did that. I involved that student in my class. She was just thinking English and she was not thinking like in another language. But I like that action because I observed that I was doing like good uh such a good job. Um uh Other mistakes. I think that we make lots of mistakes that students don't notice them because they are beginning on their journeys. So that's a secret, but I am spilling the beans now. They don't notice that then as we get experience, so we um we realize when we also like make some deep thoughts about about our teaching and things that may help or may be updated, something like that. Yeah. What do you think? What are the mistakes that teachers make?
Absolutely, actually, teacher, it's really nice talking and nice to hear from you. And I could learn something that what are the difficulties people find learning English language in your country. So, as you mentioned, that some people think that maybe it's very expensive. That is also one of the reasons that I never discovered till now. Today, I just came to know about it. I thought maybe the most of the time people are thinking it's difficult, my level is very low, and I can't learn. I'm not much educated. I have no confidence. But one of the reasons to be mentioned is sometimes people think that learning English is very expensive, and this is also one of the difficulties for an English learner. But as you explained that you should not be thinking, these days we have a lot of options, as you mentioned about AI, broadcast, YouTube, a lot of things we keep on getting involved, and then some applications are also there to help people learn English language, and other barriers also you mentioned. And then second thing that you explained about what are the things that people make it complicated, especially the teachers. And it was like, sometime, if I am, for example, I'm an English teacher, any beginners, if they are coming to me learn English language, and if I'm a new teacher, so what happens, most probably the teacher try to show off himself and herself that how fast or how fluent am I in English language. And maybe the beginners are not getting, for example, you told that you asked a bunch of questions to them, they don't know what to answer. So this is also the mistake. Making it more complicated means that actually we are there to help people to speak English. But if we, start showing off ourselves in front of beginners, that's not going to help them to learn language. It is going to become more complicated. They have a little mind. They are trying to help. They are trying to learn something. They are focusing there to learn. But if it is going beyond their understanding, so they are not going to pay more attention. One thing, and another thing you said that what are the things that is similar in your country and my country, which I don't prefer actually. An English teacher giving a lot of information in the native language. to teach English to the students. Finally, to get a small information about English language, they're explaining, maybe there is a one sentence explanation. If you are giving in your native language at least for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, that means that learner, that student, he understood that one sentence fully, perfectly in his native language, not in English. So the purpose is, how can we help people to speak English? It is not giving them lot of information in the native language. Finally, they know English in their native language. They understand English in their native language. When it comes in speaking, they have to translate from their native language to English, which is a long process. It does not help them to speak out. So the question is, how can we make people to think in English language? Any language we speak, it is because of our thinking ability, the thinking power. Thinking power will require the word power, imagination, making sentences. Any language we want to express, maybe we want to express our thoughts, emotion to someone, to whomever we might be talking to at that moment. How do we have ability to think in that particular language based on our word power? How do we arrange the words, group of words in a sentence in a right manner, in a order, so that it makes a complete sense? Then using words in sentences to express our thoughts and emotion to someone, for that, first of all, we must be making sure that we do have the thinking ability in that language, any language it may be. For example, I speak Spanish because of few lines. That means I only know that much. Even one word can make me to get stuck. I have no word power. I just know hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te llamas? Okay, muchas gracias. What that's it. So if you ask me more, I have no word power. Thinking ability is zero. I have no thinking ability in Spanish. Only five lines or five sentences I may think, because I know. So a teacher should not be making it more complicated. More complicated means giving a lot of information about English language in the native language will not help. It may help them to understand, but it's not going to help them speak out. And speaking very fast in front of the beginners in order to show up is also one of the mistakes that English teacher shouldn't be doing. And we are there to help them to speak English. Actually, what is the biggest challenge in teaching English? The biggest challenge in teaching English is, how can I make other people to speak English from their mouth fluently? It doesn't mean how fast I speak, how good I teach, how brilliant teacher am I. I can be in my eyes, in my imagination, maybe in my perspective. But if someone is joining with me, how quickly, how confidently I can make him and I can make her to speak language. Making people to speak language is one of the biggest challenge. If we are able to do it, all the things are okay. If we follow lot of strategies, lot of methods, grammar, translation, this and that, finally they are not able to speak, everything is useless. It has no use. That's why I like the way you explained drinking, action, helping them to think in English slowly, step by step, helping them to understand the word. For example, now they know anything. If you want to do in English language, we say drink. That can be coffee, that can be water, anything you take like this. Then what is this? This is drink. They got a new word. How? Not by reading, not by listening, just by showing the action. Through your own action, you taught them a new word, and based on that word, they started to make sentence also. Okay, what you want to add? Do you want to add something in it which I missed?
Uh, in Okay, I would like to add that something. This is about my one student I have, and it's puzzle. It's puzzling. Uh, this for me because I um I have one student who is a woman that I think that she might be 55, something like that, but she's really good at grammar. Yeah, like, and I always try to tell her that all the grammar that she has to apply it in English and in speaking. But when it comes about speaking, she gets really nervous and she cannot even express what she knows in grammar. And it's like if you give her a written exam with 50 statements, she can do it easily. But when it comes about speaking, I think that she's like closing her comfort zone and she doesn't want to release like all the all the things that she knows. And it's hard for me to take her out of her comfort zone, and I haven't done it. And this is this ca- this is like kind of puzzling for me because I want to take her out of her comfort zone. So what a piece of advice will you give me in order to like to take her comfort zone?
Yes, now this is a good question that you have asked. Okay, so if you talk about maybe giving some a piece of advice for you, so what I want to tell you that lady who is 55 years old having very good knowledge about grammar, even she can achieve 100 out of 100 in the written exam. That's okay, no doubt. So what happens, it really shows us that having very good knowledge about grammar may not help us to speak English language, because the knowledge she has about English grammar, that is in her native language. She has not started thinking in English language. Fine. She has a very good knowledge about English grammar. That knowledge is in her native language. This is present, this is past. No, here is this is passive voice, here is article, here is preposition. Lot of knowledge. But now, when it comes in speaking out, she has not practiced a lot speaking English language, and her thinking ability is not at all in English language. She thinks, but it takes time her. But she's good in grammar, no doubt at all. Very good knowledge. So what should you do? You should always tell her to think in English. Think in English means tell a story. Let's talk about our daily activities. Pick a topic, allow her to speak. If she is not able to speak, you give some examples to her. When you give some examples, then it will happen. So finally, what you can do, you can teach her English to English method of teaching and learning English. Stop the translation method. Say that you have very good knowledge, I'm not going to talk to you in the native language at all. And second thing is that if anything I want to explain, or anything I want to teach, I want you to understand it in English. Don't try to understand it in your own native language. As you know, for example, maybe go. What is the meaning of go? Definitely the most of the people will choose their native language. Yes, go means this, go means that. So the thinking ability is going in their native language. You are talking to me from foreign country, you are asking me go, but I'm thinking meaning in my native language. Okay, so if I keep on thinking in English, go means move from one place to another place. Go means move from one place to another place. Then some examples. Okay, where did you go? I went to market. What is the meaning of went? Went means I've been in market. Now I'm here in front of you. That's why you are asking me, where did you go? I said, I went. I been there. I came back. I'm in front of you. So, helping people to think in English and having a lot of conversation. Just most of the time, you need to allow her to speak some sentences, stories, discussions, daily activities, little, okay, let's talk about the past events. Maybe let's talk about more, what are the most difficulties, what was the most difficult time that you faced during the COVID-19, and see how is she able to make some sentences, where is she finding difficulty to speak, and why is she having difficulty to arrange some sentences and express herself in English language. And she might be having very, she might not be having confident at all, she might be very much afraid of at that moment, she might not be uncomfortable at all at that moment when she wants to talk. So the better is that making people to think in English, allowing them to speak more. That can be maybe by repeating with you. For example, you are a teacher. Okay, dear learners, I just want to tell you today the value of time, or the importance of time in our life. What is time? Why time is very important? How can we utilize time? You speak 2 minutes, 3 minutes. After that, tell them what did you speak, how can they speak. When they are speaking, at the time, you make sure how are they making sentences, word for word, pronunciation, some mistakes, and who are trying to speak better. This is all about making people to think in English, allowing them, giving them lot of time for practicing language. Practicing language is more important. I know you are fine. In order to learn English, I have to ask you 100 times, hi, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. The person who is sitting next to me is already fine. It doesn't mean that I'm asking his real condition. I'm trying to learn English. Hi, how are you? What you do? Where are you from? What's your job? Question answer method of learning English. Asking questions in English, answering questions in English will help you to learn English language. One of the methods to be followed, that is called question answer method of learning and teaching English. Asking a lot of questions: when, why, where, how much, how long, how far, how often, auxiliary verbs, how to arrange question words, how to arrange a question sentence in English language, what should be the answers. Sometimes speaking English doesn't mean that people don't have confidence. People have difficulty to understand the questions. If I'm asking the questions which begins from how often, they don't know that question. They know English but they could not understand. For example, okay, how often do you brush your teeth in a day? How often do you brush your teeth? How often, what is this? A simple question is, you brush your teeth how many times? This is a broken communication. Fine, if I'm arranging it in order, making it according to the grammar sense also accurate, then definitely the new learner will have difficulty. So, my suggestions for you, the lady who is 55 years old, allow her to think in English, have constantly interaction with her, allow her to speak more in your lessons. Most of the time, a teacher is speaking whole all the time in the class, and students are saying, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, will not help you to speak English at all. Giving lot of chance students to speak language. You are as a observer, trainer, mentor. If they make mistake, if they have difficulty to make a sentence, you can help them instantly, giving 5 6 examples how you supposed to be making a sentence. For example, you tell me, talk about your daily activities. I don't know, I'm getting stuck. Then you are giving me examples. You can say, first of all, I get a so and so timing, then I get ready, maybe I get fresh, I go for morning walk, I do this, helping in between, assisting me. then your assistant can help me to speak more sentences step by step.
Yeah, those examples as clues, they take it as clues. As you said, yeah, it works as examples. And yeah, thank you for that piece of advice because I think that I will apply it because sometimes I have forgotten that when it's about intermediate or advanced level, you should allow your students to speak more, not you. Maybe when they are beginners, you are the only one who speaks in front of the class a lot. But when they are at an intermediate level, so they must speak more than the teacher. And if they are advanced, so it's the class is all about it's all about theirs because they should speak more than the teacher. I think that's what I have been taught in the academy where I work because when and sometimes I have forgotten that I but you know something that works a lot in my classes in order to speak them more, it's debate. Like sometimes we I think that I like one
Advantages
topic that
versus
we
online
discussed.
classes versus offline. We are doing it a
Yeah,
debate.
or Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. Some things like are like tiny, but
Online
they
shopping
are
versus
controversial.
offline, village life versus city
Yeah,
life.
or yeah, like shopping online,
Yeah,
shopping face to
is
face.
uniform
Those
compulsory for students in your school? Should it be banned?
or yeah, yeah. Or one topic that should students have homework or not? And some of the students said yes, other ones said no. And also there was a mom in the students that was saying, I think that no, because my little children don't have time, they don't want to go out because they are full of homework. And other ones say, I think that yes, in order to practice. So controversial. Or what is the most delicious fast food? Some students say McDonald's, or say I don't know, Pepper John's, Kentucky, or something like that. It's like when they have to compete, they get involved more. And here it comes the next question for you. Like what has been the hardest topic to teach in your class? Um, let's think of an intermediate level. What's been the hardest topic to teach? And then I will tell you two that for me, I have felt that it's difficult to explain and difficult to get at as a student.
Okay, so what's your question?
Like uh what's the hardest topic, or what has been the hardest topic for you to explain uh to your students? For
Okay. No,
example,
actually, for me, there is no any hardest topic to explain to my students because any topic I prepare, I can have a very good knowledge about that topic and then I can explain. The hardest thing is only that how can I avoid when people speaking English their mistakes. This is the hardest topic that I'm facing. For example, I know I have been teaching students, so many time that present indefinite tense will follow SES with the first form of verb if the subject is singular. Everybody knows it. When it comes in speaking out, so most of the time they are avoiding it. It's not becoming their habit of speaking. Like for example, he go to school, he don't know. It should be he doesn't know or he goes to school. The most common mistake students are keep on repeating present indefinite tense, always forgetting to add ses with the first form of verb if the subject is a singular. They know rule, they understand it, but when it comes in speaking habit, the practice part, the chances are that they are forgetting it. They are not able to put it into the practice part. Like yes ma'am, I have a friend, Her name is Mary. She write very good. It's supposed to be she
Mm-hmm.
writes.
Yeah.
So this is the hardest topic we are facing. The what we are facing, how can we make people accurate as well as fluent in speaking English? For explaining as a teacher from my side, I can prepare topic for based on my knowledge. Maybe after preparing the topic, I don't think that I will have difficulty to explain because of my ability. But how students are understanding, what is going to come the feedback, that is the hardest topic. And how are they going to speak language confidently, that is also the hardest topic. But for explaining, I don't
Yeah.
think, because what I think, we have a lot of information these days, we can collect from here and there, internet is there available, any topic, get a lot of
Mm,
information and study by myself, and take a lot of time. Maybe if I'm little weak, take more time. And then as a teacher, I definitely know I have that much ability to understand the topic and to study more and then to give good explanation. But my explanation, how far it's gonna work to my students, that's the challenge. And what the outcome is going to
yeah.
come, that is also the challenge. I may speak from, for example, I told you 100 time, I told my students, present indefinite tense with the first form of verb, with the first form of verb will follow ses. If the subject is a singular, he goes, it works, she helps, Neha sleeps, Mary writes. Yeah, they practice. Now we want to do the general conversation. There the mistakes are there. He don't call. So now how to
Yeah,
change
she
he don't to he doesn't, it's a very big challenge. We are fighting with our students all the time, and we don't allow. I don't want to, become fluent having broken English and wrong English, or the grammar is not accurate. Sometimes accuracy also, matters a lot. For example, you as a teacher speaking here, you do have fluency, good pronunciation, as well as you are accurate also. There are some things which is very important in English language: fluency, accuracy, pronunciation, word power. All those things are very important, because people love to listen you more if you are fluent, if you are accurate, if you have good pronunciation, and you use the good range of vocabulary in your conversation. All those things are very important. I hear that people saying
yes,
that,
thank you.
yeah, I hear that
Yeah,
people
thank
saying
you. You
that
do.
the grammar is not important. Yeah, grammar should not be studied for speaking English as a grammar rules, set of rules in schools and all. No, it should be practiced in such a way so that whenever we speak or whenever we talk, it becomes our habit to speak English accurately. Not wasting lot of time for learning rules. Finally, they remember the rules, not not English. They know the rules, but what is the rule of present past tense? They are good in rules, but when it comes in speaking out, they fail, or they most of the time they get failed in practicing, putting them into the practice part, which is lacking. That means, so allowing people to speak more, and then as a mentor, as a trainer, keep on finding their mistakes, finally making them habitual to speak correct English, which is the biggest challenge that we keep on walking. Having fluency with wrong English,
Yeah.
everybody can do it. Yeah, go on.
And let me add this. Let me add this expression because I always repeat it, and it's like if you don't use it, you lose it. So it is applied to any field of your life because if you don't have that repetition, you will lose it. You will lose it. If you don't practice, absolutely, there will be like something. But there is another saying that which is well learned will never be forgotten. But it's controversial because if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's then it comes another saying that fake it until you make it. Like there are many things like okay, but maybe my question was like not well made because I want it, as you said, because I prepare my classes, because I do this and I do that. So I haven't felt any hardest topic. But maybe let me change. Let's think of an advanced level and what's been the most challenging topic to teach
Yes.
for you as a teacher.
Yeah, as the advanced language now, if you talk about still, I you are saying about teaching. As I said you that for teaching preparation, we have lot of information these days. If we study well, we can prepare. Only the problem is that how my teaching is going to work 100%. That is the biggest challenge we have. Maybe some topics what I'm teaching, that's not hardest, people are easily understanding, though it is hardest also, maybe I have the way of explaining and all. But finally, making people to speak language, this is the biggest now let's talk about model verbs, advanced language, or the passive voice. Passive voice is okay, the model verbs, students are always confused. Model verbs are used for possibility, suggestions, ability, request, prohibition. Now they are confused. Can be used for permission, can be used for ability, can be used for suggestion. One can so model verbs sometime if they don't have, students don't have the that much understanding about the grammar, so it is making them to get confused in the beginning. For example, you can take taxi from here, this is my suggestions. Taking taxi or not taking, that's your choice. All right. He can find all the streets in London, it's talking about his ability. The person is having ability to find all the streets in London, that means he's very familiar about that city, he's living there. Okay. Now it can be suggestions. So now this topic, whatever explanation I give, putting it into the practice, sometime the students are not that much accurate. So I think I'm talking about the kids, not the adult. Adult can easily, they can get it. And advanced grammar topics are sometimes difficult also. Difficult in the sense means not as the explanation, getting the 100% feedback from the students, whatever I'm teaching or explaining.
Yeah, and it's because we have grammar rules and each rule has its own exceptions. Like, uh, yeah, sometimes it's not the same for example, with countable and uncountable nouns that we have lots of exceptions. Like, when we have like, for example, a word that ends with F, then in plural we have to write it
Roof,
like with the
roofs,
V. Yeah,
yes. Yeah.
yeah. It doesn't
Knife,
make sense at all.
knives,
Yeah, knives.
ves. Now roof, roofs, only s, not ves.
Or belief
Beliefs.
and beliefs. Yeah, it's an exception, or yeah, that are controversial. Or for example, rice, it's not countable. That beans is countable, so it's like wow, it's like um kind of puzzling or like shocking for them. But and in my case, in based on my experience, let me tell you that the topic that I have felt the most challenging, it's being direct and indirect object.
No, no, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not that much difficult, I think so. If you think it is difficult, and I will have one day discussion with you, and it will be made very simple. What happens, it depends on the tips and the tricks these days, especially any topic. It is difficult because we have no the shortcut methods about that particular topic. Once we know some tips and tricks, it's very easy. Any advanced
No,
topic is
I
difficult
mean,
because of we are not 100% confident in the basic English. Once our base is 100% accurate, and any advanced topics, I don't think that it's going to be that much harder. Yes, it can be, as you said. Why this is difficult? Because this is fully based on the tenses and rules. If you know which tense is this, how it is going to be get converted in direct indirect speech. He said that means now the second part of this sentence is going to in the past. The first portion is already in the past. He said, he says.
oh,
Very simple.
oh, yeah, yeah. But I think that you are thinking about reporter speech. But
Reported
in the
speech.
case yeah, in my case, I'm thinking about direct and indirect object. That it's like he told me no, or I'm not gonna use reported speech verbs because say and tell are from reported speech. I will use explain and another one that is send. Okay, send can be used in direct and indirect object. Like he sent me a message, like he sent me a message, or he sent uh, a message to me. That it's like the order. Or then he explains me it's incorrect. He explains to me. So that's like a
Yeah,
challenging topic to teach them or
absolutely.
to teach students, and difficult to get. Why? Because you have to like keep in mind those verbs that can be used with indirect and direct object, or those that only can be used with do. Like yeah, that's like something that I don't like to teach in English. I will say that yeah, I don't know, but it's like
Sometime it will give
challenging
you
for
lot
me.
of stress in your mind also. How can you make them to understand?
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely. So yeah, you do have good knowledge about grammar. I do appreciate you for it because teaching advanced topics are also very important, step by step, based on the level of an English learner. If they are in the advanced level, how can we help them to learn some advanced topics? Now, what do you want to say to our viewers, our subscribers, our friends, our students? What's your message or what's your suggestions? Maybe the piece of advice, whatever you call it, those who are learning English language. And because this is the live session, I want you to give some advice to all our subscribers, friends, students, parents, followers, whatever you call it.
Yeah. Okay. So for the people who will watch this, I will tell them like the first thing that is difficult to get it's confidence. At first, if you are not confident enough, so you will be always ashamed to speak, and it's even difficult to speak in your native language. It'll be and it'll take more effort to speak in another language. You have to keep it in mind. But if you don't get confidence, which is the most important thing that helped for me to express myself in English, I think that it'll be more difficult to this language. So first, I will tell you, and maybe this will sound like a cliche or something like that for you, but don't be afraid of making mistakes. If you think that you are mistaken, you are not doing something right as the way it is. So fake it, like make as many mistakes as you can, because that's the way we learn. So to be successful at a point of life, we need to fail. Like, uh, I'm teaching like something that it's called. I'm teaching something that is in a phase that is failure and success. So failure and success are both together, and some things we need to fail in order uh, to get success or to be succeeded at something. Um,
There is a statement
I will,
for it.
yeah,
There is a statement for
yeah.
it.
Could you please remind me that?
The statement is failures are the successor of pillars.
Ah, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I will tell you that make as many mistakes as you can, fail and fail. Failure is something that will help you a lot. And also, there was a man that I remember from my reading that tried to like climb Mount Everest, and that person failed like three times or four times. No, I think that three times, and then the fourth time that person was um, succeeding in climbing Mount Everest. That person also said that I I wouldn't or yeah, I wouldn't have known how to climb Mount Everest or how to be succeeded if I couldn't climb the or if I couldn't fail the three times before, because with the three times before I learned how to do it the fourth time and how to be successful at by the end. So, with the mistakes that you are making now, maybe when you're speaking, you will be able then to correct. Or the thing that also really helps, it's like to record yourself. I think that nowadays many people have cell phones. So cell phones are by us. So just take your cell phone, put it in front of you, and record yourself. Like try to invent a story to make up. Try to make up a story and try to bring up all the words to to the video. Record yourself and then check it. Like maybe you record 3 minutes to 4 minutes, but just in English. You're cheap in English, and record it, and then you watch your own video. You watch yourself, and you also get some feedback from it. Like what are things that I can say like that, or things that can sound better like that. And my advice for you, like if you want to learn a little bit fast and to have more fluency, so for sure record yourself, or also shadowing. Shadowing is a technique that helps a lot. Like maybe you watch a video or a short video or from an exam from a movie, and then you try to repeat the same, that trying to imitate that native speakers, or it doesn't matter if it is not native. Also, it's only if the person speaks English, so can help you. uh, but also this is important to know and to keep in mind, that not only because a person speaks English can help you with your English. So be careful with that. And I think that uh, I have given today or my deepest thoughts, because I had never like expressed too much because in front of a camera, because I have always done it like in my face-to-face classes, but this is the first time because I really hate like virtuality, and because it's like it gives me flashbacks from the pandemic or something like that. Because I graduated from high school when the pandemic was in my country, so maybe that's why. But I hope you have learned something from me today. And um, that's it. I don't know uh, what else to say, but I think that I have already expressed me.
Hi viewers, welcome to our channel Divya English Academy. Most of the time people have been asking questions from various places. The demo class, how to learn language, how do you teach, what will be the teaching contents and all those things are being asked by you. So in this video we have our online students, they will be giving the feedback. Most of our topics, how do we teach English language in the online class, and then how do students learn the language in this online class. So make sure that you watch it from beginning till end. Before that, I want these online students to introduce themselves. Who are they, where are they from? Starting from Mania.
Hi everyone, my name is Manya. I am from Uttarakhand, Dehradun. I am online student of Divya English Kids Spoken Academy. I am studying in class 3rd. My school name is Mount Academy. Nice to meet you all my friends. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Hello everyone, my name is Archana Kuswaha. I am from Chhattisgarh, Dantewada. I am the online student of Divya English Academy.
Okay, Manya, so tell me, what are you learning in this online class? 2 months are about to finish. Only few days are left. I want you to describe our online course from the beginning itself so that all the viewers, parents, kids come to know what do we teach, how do we teach, how students learn English in this online class. Please go on. So what do you learn in the beginning? For example, if someone wants to join the online class, so what will they learn in the beginning?
Sir, they will learn introduction part.
All right.
First they will learn the introduction, then they will learn sounds of vowel, then consonant sounds, then WH question word meaning, that making question.
Why should they learn WH question word meanings and the sounds of the vowels? What do you think about this?
Okay, sir. We have to study sounds of vowel and sounds of consonants, because if we read any word, we can pronounce it very correctly if we know.
If we know
the sounds of vowels and sounds of consonants.
Yes, very good. If we know the sounds of the vowels and sounds of the consonant, it will help us to read and pronounce any English words very correctly, because vowel have different sounds.
All vowels and consonants have different sounds.
All right.
And different sounds help us to pronounce the word very correctly.
Okay. Now, what about the WH question words? Why students should know the WH question words?
Sir, we have to study WH question word meanings because there are 2 types of questions. The first is the WH question words question, and second is yes no questions. So if we ask someone starting with WH question words, for example, why when means time, where means place, who means person in objective case, how means manner, like this. And some question starts with auxiliary verbs. For example, do you know where is India Gate?
Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Are you
After
going
that, appreciate you. After that,
we studied yes no questions.
okay, yes no questions also good for conversation. After that,
Yeah.
next topic.
After that, we studied, after yes no questions, we studied 6 sentences.
6 sentences. Why do we need to study 6 sentences? Tell our viewers.
Sir, we have to study 6 sentences because if we ask someone any question, any sentence, it is related to 6 sentences. For example, are you going to school today? Now, it is the six sentences. You are going to school. No, you are not going to school. Are you going to school? It is the third one. School. No, you are not going to school. Are you going to school? Are you not going to school? Why are you going to school? Why are you not going to school?
Very good. And then what will happen when we learn these 6 sentences?
Sir, if we learn the 6 sentences, we will get the confidence to speak the English language.
Very good. After that, what did you learn after 6 sentences?
After that, we learn 8 parts of speech.
Why do we need to learn 8 parts of speech?
Sir, because there are all English words in 8 parts of speech, and 8 parts of speech help us to understand how the words function in sentences, where we have to use them, and we can have the we can pronounce the word, and there are lot of words that we don't know in English language. We can also learn that.
Very good. Very good. How about the 24 auxiliary verb? Did you learn that topic also?
Yes, sir, we learned.
Okay, tell me.
Sir, the 24 auxiliary verbs are is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, have, has, had, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, need, there, used to.
Very good. This is the impact of online class. So finally, you tell to our viewers, how can they learn English in this online class?
Dear viewers, I want to tell you how you can learn in this online class. So firstly, what you have to do? We will learn firstly introduction. After introduction, we will learn sounds of vowel, then sounds of consonants. Then we will learn the 6 sentences. Then we will learn WH question word meaning. Then we will learn yes no questions. Then auxiliary verbs. Then 8 parts of speech. And in 8 parts of speech, we finished the nouns. And now we are at the 10th topic, means pronoun.
Okay, how about the speaking practice? Do students get enough time for speaking practice? Can they improve their speaking practice in this online class?
Yes, sir. Because our class is of, I think so, approximately, I think so, 1.5 hours. So we divided our class into the 2 parts. So first part is for learning grammar, and second part is for conversation. So every child get the chance for the conversation practice.
Okay, what kind of chance they get and what do they practice?
So they practice in the conversation practice. Sometimes we get the topic what we learn in the particular class, and sometimes we get the topic any other, like for example school, family, and anything it can be.
Anything it can be. All right. So dear viewers, as you have heard something from Mania, instead of I explaining you what do I teach, how do I teach, how do we teach, so it is better to get feedback from our students. How are they learning English language? Teaching language is a privilege for us, and teaching language is very important for the students, especially the kids joining from different states. So make sure that the kids learn English when they are kids in the small ages itself, because it is very important for their education. So make sure that if you have time, so do join the online classes. So seats are limited. Let us know in advance, so we will be happy to assist you, because we want to make sure that students from different parts in India, they learn English, especially kids, they get the opportunity learning English language, having conversation practice with us, meeting students from different states, and then learning together, learning grammar, doing conversation practice, and all those things will give them a lot of confidence. So finally we would be happy to assist you. Okay, Alia, can you tell me how did you learn English in this online class?
Sir, I learned English by sounds of vowel, consonants, and WH question meaning 6 sentences, and also the 24 auxiliary verb, and WH question meaning helped me to make questions to ask in conversation practice, and 6 sentences help me to speak English perfectly and confidently also. And now I'm learning how to make questions and ask from the 24 auxiliary verb and WH question meaning, and I am also learning the negative questions, try to make the negative question. For me the important part is WH question meaning, but all are very important, like 8 parts of speech is very important and grammar is very important. If you don't follow the grammar rules, then your English will be broken English, so we must follow the grammar rules also.
Very good. I just have only one question for you. So, still people have doubt and some difficulties to get convinced in their mind. Can people learn, or can students, can kids learn English in online? What do you think?
I think they can learn if they follow the rules, if they complete the homeworks, and if they listen, if they don't fight, if the sir give an assignment, if they don't listen, so they can't do and they can't speak also. When the sir is explaining, we must listen, because then we can make the sentence and ask, or we can do the exercises also. So if the student follow the rules, they can learn, but the student don't follow the rules, just fighting, time wasting, and playing, that student can't be learn that student can't learn the English. So if you want to learn English, you must follow the rules and you must listen also.
Okay, one more questions. How do you like the teaching lessons and teaching activities, topics of the teachers of Divya English Academy?
The teaching is very nice and very good, and I can learn lots of things, and but I don't get too much time to join this class. I just get on Wednesday, and if I get time I can join all days, but I don't get time, I just get the time on Wednesday. And the teacher is teaching very nice, sometimes they are very strictness is very important. Then the if the student is very scared, like if the sir is very strict, then the student will be follow the rules and don't fight, don't then the complaining is coming and the student is not learning. But if the student follow the rules, and then they can learn also, and teacher is very nice.
Hi viewers, welcome to our channel Divya English Academy. I'm very much delighted to have one learner joining from the country of Bethlehem, and it's nice to have her here in this online lesson. So, first of all, I want you, dear learner, to introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Huyền. I'm 22 years old. I'm a student at university. My major is in kindergarten. Mm, my hobbies are listening to music and watching films.
All right. So, what do you want to become?
I want to become a teacher who can teach my children is become a good person in the future.
Okay, so nice to know that you want to become a teacher. I welcome you. And then you are going to be a future teacher, so for kindergarten students. And now, can you tell me how long have you been learning English language?
I have learned English for 8 years. It's a long time. I started English. I started study English from uh, uh, when I was first grade, and now it's about 8 years.
Okay, so what's your experience of learning language in 8 years? How did you learn it? Do you follow the Bethlehem to English translation method to learn English?
Yes.
What are the activities that you do or that you are doing for learning English language in your country?
To improve English, I practice with the foreigner to find the foreigners in the apps to practice with them. to improve my English. And I'm a introvert person, and because of the teacher who speak with me, so I can more confident to speak with them.
Okay, very good. And how important it is to learn English or to become a good English speaker in your country?
I think there are three important factors that you need to improve English study. You need to uh, decide what is your goal, and therefore you need to find the resources on every apps or on the social media to improve your English, and therefore you need to spend time to study practice.
Yes. So, and why it is important for you to learn English?
The importance to learn English that is I need to I want to communicate fluency with the foreigner. Therefore, I choose to learn English.
Yes. Very good answer. I want to become a fluent English speaker, or I want to speak English very fluently, confidently to people from around the world. That's why I chose to learn English language. But your previous answer was that I want to get high salary paid. That's why I'm learning English language. What do you think about that?
Yeah, because it depends on the job. Because I'm just I just want to become a kindergarten teacher. Therefore, English is not benefit for me in my job. Therefore, English is not important for you. But I choose learn English to have a chance to speak with foreigner.
Okay, have chance to speak with foreigners. Very good. And would you like to tell me, as you are going to be kindergarten teacher, so what are you learning at your university? How to handle? It's not easy to handle the kindergarten students, little kids. Very difficult. We need to have enough patience. So, what are you learning, and how will you handle the kids?
Mm, because to take care of children is very difficult. Uh, Therefore, you need to have skills. Uh, you have skills, so you need to go to the university to learn to how to teach the children. The teacher at university teach me so much to handle and take care of children. First, you need to be patient with the children and have more information about the have more information about the how to take care of children. Uh, yeah.
Okay, if they cry, what will you do? If they cry, they don't listen you. So, how will you handle?
If they cry, yeah, I will to mm, close close to them, and to tell the sweet voice with them, and to take some candies or some cake to make them not cry anymore.
Who will give you money for that? Will you spend your own money?
Yeah, I use my money.
Very good. Good teacher. Appreciate you. I know it's not easy to handle kids, especially when they are very small, very difficult. And when they cry, only the option we have to give something to eat for them, then they can be in control. Appreciate you. Now you will get a chance to watch your video because you watch others videos. Now after this live lessons, you will get opportunity to watch your video. How was your conversation? How confidently were you speaking? What type of questions were asked to you? How have you responded to them? Because sometimes we speak English, we don't realize our mistakes. What do you think about it?
When I learn with you from the call, you record this video, and I can to watch it again, and it's helped me to find what the mistake that I made, and I can to improve it later and better in the future.
Absolutely, very good. You got my questions, so I appreciate you, and thank you so much for joining. So, hi viewers, welcome to our channel, Divya English Academy. And at this moment, I have a new learner joining from state of West Bengal. Let's see how is she practicing and talking to me. This is going to be one kind of basic English eligibility test before we take the candidate in our online classes. Would you like to introduce yourself, please, dear student? Go on now.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Lamish Nawaz. I am from Kolkata, West Bengal. I study in grade 8. I am from Narayana School, Newtown. My father name is MD Sahanwaz Alam. My mother name is Mrs. Sophia Sargam. My father is a serviceman from his passion, and my mother is a lawyer. My hobbies are to do karate, skating, and write stories and poems in my free time. Uh, Thank you so much.
Okay, so why do you like to write stories in your free time, and what kind of stories do you like to write?
I like to write stories because, according to me, I have the like I have very much thinking skill. I imagine things very much, and I have the habit of overthinking things. So whenever I overthink something, I just pen down my feelings in a type of story. And I mostly write fiction stories and imaginative stories. And in my stories, I mostly use poetic elements and devices also, which enhances the structure of the story.
Okay, so what can be the impact of stories in the life of people? What do you think about how it can impact the people's life? Why the story is very important?
Story cannot affect one's life, or like cannot become a boon to one's life, or nor it can become a bane to one's life. It's like the hobby of someone. It's like someone is good at something. It Whenever someone writes a story, that's not only for publishing or showing it to other people. It's like their passion of writing. So I don't think that it will affect one's life, because I usually write it just for my happiness. And there are many authors who write for others also. It's for their interest, so that they don't feel bored by reading their stories. They feel interested by reading their stories. So basically, for interest, they write stories.
Mhm. But now the question understanding is very important. It's not like I'm not talking about your story, I'm talking about generally, like what
Yes.
impact stories can have in the life of people. So it doesn't mean that stories they don't have the impact in the lives of people. Definitely they do have. When you read anyone's story, you get penetrated in your heart, an
We
incident
got
happened in
in.
someone's life, everything whatever we know, like for example, if you are knowing someone's biography, bibliography, if you are going through that, and that is also one kind of story. Maybe teachers telling you a story, how happen things in someone's life, and then we learn. So there are some, like, difficult time and the challenging time, and we see the people coming from very lower background and reaching up to the very higher level. So whatever he has gained in his life, so listening and that reading stories, something like that, it really gives us a lot of
Inspiration
confidence,
and motivation,
motivation,
courage.
and courage also. Yeah, how could it happen? So maybe this is not fair to say that I think a story it cannot do anything in the lives of people. No, People love to
But
hear
there
the
are some
stories.
fictional stories which cannot do any impact, but autobiographies and biographies can have an impact in people's life. Because a fictional story don't I don't think it have any impact on people's life because it's for just interest.
It's the
But
interest of people.
yes,
Absolutely. That can be the interest of
yes. But
people.
autobiographies and biographies are for courage, motivation, inspiration, like that.
Absolutely. Now, the question goes for you. How did you come to know about our online classes or the Divya English Academy?
Um, Actually, my family came to know about your English classes from your YouTube channel. Actually, my parents were searching a tutor for my sister because she's a beginner for English. So they founded your channel in the YouTube channel, and they we got your
Not
number also there.
founded.
It was
What do you
there.
mean by founded?
We found.
First form, second form, third form. These are the
Yes, yes.
common
Sorry, sir.
errors.
Yes,
Once we become habitual, what is the problem happening with the students joining from different states, especially studying in English medium schools? They are speaking English, they speak English, but some grammar errors are there which are not being
yes,
corrected in the school. Later on, it is becoming their habit. They are becoming habitual of to speak something like that, which is very difficult to remove from their life, from their speaking habit. Pounded, sanded, these are the some
yes,
common
yes.
errors, and then students they have become habitual. Officially speaking like that might not make impact. It's not going to be suitable at all. We must be making sure how should we responding. He doesn't. Most of the people are saying he don't, and most of the time forgetting to use ses with the first form of all verb
Yes,
with the singular
yes,
subjects in present indefinite when talking to someone. So those kinds of habits will only be developed while speaking or when speaking language to someone who is an expert constantly and understanding how the sentences are being constructed by someone whenever we are expressing our thoughts, ideas, emotion to someone to whomever we might be talking to. Okay, go on now. What were you saying? What was your question? The
yes,
question was, how did you come to know about
yes.
Divya English
Your YouTube.
Academy? So shouldn't we forgetting the question? Sometimes students,
Yes, yes.
joining in this online class and listening language constantly from me, finally they forgot the question. What was the question? So it shouldn't be happening. How did you come to know about us or about Divya English Academy, and what made you to send us WhatsApp message or us to give some inquiry to inquire about our services and all? Go on now.
Actually, my parents were finding a tutor for my sister for English. Actually, she's a beginner, that's why. Uh, and we found your channel in YouTube named Divya Academy. Uh, there many students who had joined there, and we saw
There
your
is
YouTube
many
shorts and
students.
videos.
Not there is many students. There are.
Many students there.
There are. Okay.
Yes. So there are many students join in your YouTube channel. We saw shorts and videos. Like they were speaking English fluently. So my parents thought to just put a call and give you a message that yes, they also wanted to enroll. Yes.
So it means you got motivated by our students. They that they are speaking
Yes.
English very confidently.
Yes.
Very good. So what would you like to tell me? What kind of videos did you watch? Or like what video
Uh,
made you to think that yeah, the students, lot of students joining here in these
Actually, we
online classes?
mostly we mostly like we have only seen your short videos mostly. So there, like a group of students were speaking English when talking to each other. So we saw that how fluently they were speaking to each other.
Okay, it means by watching video and then seeing the confident level of students in short videos, how are they speaking language confidently, that made you to join or else to inquire about online classes or for our online classes
Yes,
services. All right. The next question goes for you. What do you want to become?
I wanted to become a civil servant and work as a civil servant for our nation.
I wanted, not I wanted. I wanted
I want.
means you are talking
I
about the past. Yeah, please go now.
Yes, I want. Yes, I want to become an IAS and work as a civil servant for India.
Why? Why do you want to become?
Because seeing the condition of our nation, because this is not a totally developed country, it is just a developing country, and I want to make a particular state or particular places totally developed in future.
Okay,
And
so
like what
yeah, yeah,
the
go on.
gender equality happening to everyone, uh, the poverty line, many people are going below poverty line. To just enhance these things, I want to become actually.
Okay, so what are the development would you like to bring, or what kind of development would you bring? So if you become an civil service
As I
servant.
uh, as I mentioned before, the poverty line issue, that people are going below poverty line. So I would make more job offers for them, like the people
How?
who are not
How
that
this is
much.
possible now?
Yes.
The people going under poverty line. So how it is possible to offer the job offers for them?
Now, nowadays, many industries are set up like that in some of the places where people, poor workers or poor peasants cannot work there because
No, have you
they are
ever
not
thought
that much.
about it? Why the people are going under poverty line? What can be the reasons? If you are planning
Yes,
to directly offer the job for them, what kind of job? Why do you think that
yes,
offering
I
job
have
can
thought
only
that
solve the problem of this nation?
because most of the poor peasants are not educated. That is becoming the prior reason for not getting the job opportunities in industries or big multinational companies like that. And in fact, poor farmers are also sometimes nowadays big companies and industries are owning the lands and the farming agriculture, like the in the agriculture in phase of like the industries, there the big industries are also going there and just buying that. Now where that poor peasants or farmers will go now? So I would make many job offers for them where they don't require education, like not that also that they don't know simple language also, or they are not that much educated also, like the people
Mm.
who are a bit educated, not that much also, like they don't have degrees and all those things, but they are educated till 10th or 11th, they can work there and can enhance their financial problem.
Mhm. It means giving skills, making people to
Yes,
become skillful person. Okay,
yes,
very
like
good. But you must know that it is the education who changes the life of people. People should be educated well, not having degree without
yes,
knowledge. For example, now you are talking to me. If you think that you are in ninth class and not knowing anything, will that be possible for you to become civil service in future? Not. So
no,
education is also one of the great factors that we are also working and making sure
yes,
that
but
people get the better education in our country.
yes, but keeping in mind that there are some people who don't want to gain education because they don't want to gain education, but also they are poor. So how can they will be getting the job? Because if somebody has studied till 10 like
Yeah,
that
that is the
only,
very good
and
heart for
we can't,
people. Absolutely, I do appreciate you. That's a very kind-hearted decision for the people to earn their livelihood in better ways. We should be having all those policies for
because
such kind of people.
the people who are educated, they can get job offers from anywhere, like from IIT sector or as a becoming a civil servant or doctor, engineers, etc. But the people who are not educated, for them it will be a good thing to make job opportunities.
Okay, appreciate you. Now, so how was your exam? I think you might have recently written down your
Yes, yes.
paper. So how was your exam? Would you like to tell me something about your exam also?
It was not that easy, it was not that hard also, it was moderate. But
Okay.
the subject which I have prepared very nicely was not like that much hard for me. And like only few subjects were there, so it was not a hard job to study them. So it was easy altogether. It was easy, moderate.
Very good. Now, the next question. So, what is the importance of learning English language? Why someone should learn English language, and what will happen if we learn language or if we know English better?
Uh, so may I take 2 seconds?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. So actually, in our country today, we can see around the nation that there are many places where English has become the, like, the main thing to be happening. Like, if the person don't know English, they can't work there. If the person don't know English, they can't study there. And nowadays in government schools also, it requires to learn English, because there are several schools that government schools that they're like they will speak English and not the native language of that place. And to work in companies like multinational companies or in India only, there are several jobs where it requires to learn English. Suppose becoming a doctor, it's not like only learning the native language will help to become a doctor. There are things that, which will require to learn English also. For like going in IT sector, there the major thing is that English only. If someone don't know English there and knows the native language of his or her place, then it would be a very hard job for them, because they're not able to gain that post in the IT sector. For becoming a civil servant also, they require to learn English. And nowadays in every exam papers also, there is a compulsory subject of English. So students and people have to learn. It is required to learn English in my case. And if someone is planning to go in foreign countries and work there, then so it is very much important, because everyone don't know the native language of that particular country.
Very good. I'm happy from your response. So, dear students, I think it's very nice meeting to you, and your basic eligibility test. I'm happy and it's a satisfactory done. Few mistakes are there that can be rectified. Don't worry, but still you have good vocabulary power, and flow is also being maintained while speaking and expressing your thoughts, emotions to someone. I do appreciate for you and for this, and maybe based on this your basic test eligibility, you may get some discounts also in the online classes also, because I find that you have improved yourself in better way. And yeah, while talking about English language, absolutely this is the language of job, language of career, language of education, language of information technology. Lot of things we can include. Sometime people talking to me from different parts in India, they are telling, sir, we are very talented, we have a lot of experience of working in IT sector, but the problem is that we don't know English. Because of English we are not being recruited in some of the companies. That's what we are facing a lot of problems. We think that English is not the language of communication. It would not be wrong to say that this is the language of job and career. Based on this we are being placed anywhere, and we are getting good jobs in high reputed companies with high salary also. So I do appreciate your answers. You have given the satisfactory answer, the importance of learning English language, and we would be waiting for you to joining in our online classes. We have national level online classes, participants joining from different states in our country, and as well from other countries as well. So we have one topic like our teaching activities. Teaching and learning activities are something like this. We have divided our class into two part. One part is like learning and teaching English, learning some grammar structures, understanding the step by step going ahead. And then second part is exclusively for practicing English. In practicing English we have like these activities: debate, storytelling, discussions, group discussions, speeches, and general conversation and all. So you may join in that class and then get participated and then meet people from different nations and different states in our country, and that's going to be a very good improvement sessions for you. Any questions, any doubts do you have?
No, sir.
Hi viewers, welcome to our channel Divya English Academy. So first of all, I want dear students you to introduce yourself shortly.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Alia Tanveer. I am from India, but currently I live in France. I am 11 years old. I study in 6th class. My school name is Ecole International Hospital. I want to become a doctor. Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you.
Mania.
Hi everyone, my name is Manya Chauhan. I am from Uttarakhand in Dehradun. I am 7 years old. I am studying in class 3rd. Nice to meet you all my friends from different states and countries. Thank you, sir.
Surbi.
Hi everyone, my name is Surbhi Ghosh. I am from Jodhpur in Rajasthan. Hi everyone, my name is Divya. I am from India in Andhra Pradesh. I am also student of Divya English Academy.
My name is Sarchana Kushwaha. I am from Chhattisgarh, Dantewada.
Janvi.
My name is Janvi. I am from Madhya in Jabalpur. I am 10 years old.
My name is Asha. I am from India, New Delhi. My name is Jyoti Kushwaha. I am from Chhattisgarh in Dantewada.
General conversation. Mania and Alia.
Hi Alia. Hi Manya. How are you? I am fine. What's about you? I'm good. How was your day? My day was good. Do you like reading books? Yes, I like reading books. Do you have any pet? No, I don't have any pets. If you buy a pet, which pet would you like to have? I like to have a rabbit. Why? Because rabbits are so cute and soft. Do you have any nickname? No, I don't have. If you will buy a rabbit, what would you name the rabbit? I don't know. Okay. Which animal do you like? I like rabbit and cat. Why do you like cat? Cats are cute. Do you know how the cat makes sound? Yes, I know. How? Can you tell? Because I don't want to tell. Meow. Meow. Okay. Now you ask me questions. Do you have any friends? Yes, I have many friends. Who is your best friend? My best friends are, my best friend forever is Ananya. Why? Because she's Golu Molu and I love her chicks, chubby chicks. She's my best friend. She share everything with me, and if my work is incomplete or pending, she tells me what to do in it. Okay. Do you like drawing? Yes. Can you draw? I can draw. So, can you paint and sketch? Yes, I can. Okay, which is your favorite animal? My favorite animals are rabbit, dog and cat. Why? I like rabbit because they are very fluffy, don't hurt anyone, and they are very playful also. And I love cats because if in our house there is a mouse, the cats run after it and catch it. So that's why I love the cat, and I love the dog because it has a good sense of hearing. How old are you? I am 7 years old. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have one younger sister of 4 years and one younger brother of approximately 10 to 11 months. What is your brother and sister's name? My sister's name is Sanvi and my brother's name is Atin. What really makes you angry? My sister makes me angry when she didn't give me my toys. Okay. Which is your favorite color? My favorite color is black. Okay, how she do? She do like this. No, I want this. I want this. Then Mama scold me. Give it to her. She is smaller than you. Blah, 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 blah. What is your biggest fear? Sorry, I didn't understand your question now.
Biggest fear. Do you fear?
Yeah. I fear from the tigers. Okay, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
Good job. Let's clap for them in the online class. Okay. Next, Divya and Surbi.
I am 11 years old. Okay, where are you from? I am from India in Andhra Pradesh. When is your birthday? My birthday is on June 1st. Okay. What is your school name? My school name is Stevenson High School. Okay. How long have you been doing in this online class? For 3 months. When do you wake up early in the morning?
I wake up early in the morning, 7 o'clock.
Which is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is maths and English.
Okay, who is your best friend and why?
My best friends are Dipti, Aishwarya, Salu because they enjoy with me.
Okay, how far is your school from your home?
It is 22 kilometers.
Do you like this online class?
Yes, I like this online class.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Ashi and Jyoti.
What do you want to become? I want to become a doctor.
Why do you want to become a doctor?
Because it is my dream.
Okay. Why are you joining this online class?
Because I am learning English.
Okay, who told you about this online class?
My sister.
Okay, and what does your mother do?
My mother is a housewife.
Conversation practice in this video. So tell us in comment how do you feel after watching this video. And you should watch our video except asking questions. That will it be demo classes? Everything you will know after watching these types of videos. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe our channel. If you are interested to join this online class, you can join and we will practice together. We will learn together, and if you want to join, you can join. Till that, keep watching and keep supporting our channel.